Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. I hear him chat to the noise. Move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the walking. Just too sharp with the prize. White girls let it tell me I'm awesome. Yeah, hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch my, please use caution. Cold like 0 degrees. I'm out the cage, gotta let out the beast. Revolutionary, gotta let out the streets. Locked in a cage, I'ma let out the sheets. We came for one man, forget my peace. You take the west side, take on the east. I'ma put him in the cage, never let out the. Yeah, I hear him chat to the noise. Move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Not so tough, but minds keep walking. Yeah, just too sharp with the prize. White girls, let it tell me I'm awesome. Yeah, hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch my, please use caution. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that.
There's nothing dumber. There's nothing dumber in sports than an NCAA show cause penalty.
I don't even understand. What does show cause mean?
I don't know what the term, I know what the term means. I don't know why it's worded the way it is.
I don't know what the term means.
It just means basically, so he's got a 10-year show cause penalty. We're talking about Jim Harbaugh. This is the Michigan punishments have come down from the NCAA. And basically for 10 years, these penalties will follow him should he ever come back to college football.
Right, but Sharon Moore got I think a 4-year show cause.
Yeah.
He's still a coach of Michigan.
Oh, it doesn't mean he's fired. It just means he's got penalties.
Well, what are the penalties?
We'll figure that out, right?
Show and cause.
Yeah, show cause. No, but it's just it's hey, man, don't ever come back over here again. And Jim Harbaugh's counting his money in L.A. All right, cool. What? Why would I ever come back?
This is the reason I left.
Yeah, I just want to be able to pay my players and do Spygate stuff without having to worry about, the college people are mad.
But why is it called show cause? Why is it called
I'm glad
banned?
you asked because I never gave it thought either. It was just always something associated with a coach that you're not supposed to touch with a 10-foot pole. But apparently, after doing some research, if you want to hire a specific coach that has the show cause penalty attached to them, there's another added layer of bureaucracy when it comes to hiring that coach. You have to go petition the NCAA and show a reason as to why you should be allowed to hire this coach.
Oh, you have to show a cause.
That's right.
So, again, the dumbest penalty in sports.
And again, why is Sharon Moore still the coach of Michigan if there's a show cause penalty against him right now?
They showed the cause. And the cause is he's already our coach.
Yeah.
What do you want us to do?
This was all negotiated.
But it's why? It's, you know what it's like? It's sometimes in schools, I don't know if they do this anymore. If the star player got into some problems, got some trouble, and it's they're going to suspend him for a game. It's we're announcing we're going to suspend him for a half. Oh, no. Think of the children. Why does college do this? How is that a penalty?
It's always strange. Miami had a safety named Amari Carter that would always pick up a penalty in the second half for a personal foul for targeting, and he would always be suspended for the first half of the next game.
Nice.
And then he would do it again.
That's a great way to get out of playing first halves, man.
Amin, you have a incredible Peter Warwick memory for some reason or another.
Man.
Didn't Peter Warwick get suspended for a half for shoplifting, or was that the full game?
No,
Am I remembering that correctly?
It was more than that. That was something else he got suspended for. But when the shoplifting, which by the way, it wasn't shoplifting. It was a coordinated, orchestrated strike against Dillard's in Tallahassee. What it was they knew the cashier or something, and so they would grab stuff.
Inside job.
And then yeah, exactly. And then when they rung them up, I'll never forget this. The total was always $21.40. And everyone's like, why is it $21.40? I said, well, because she was charging them $20, and then the tax is 7%, so it comes out to $21.40.
The bill was $412, and you nailed it. They paid
$21.40. I'll never.
I'm telling you,
at Dillard's.
He's got an insane Peter Warwick memory.
Zaz, I've said this a million times before. Look, I've watched a lot of great college football players. Reggie Bush and Vince Young and all those guys were amazing. There's no one I've ever seen that was better than Peter Warwick.
I know he was expected to be so good, and he had such an average NFL career.
I think he had injuries that basically pulled back on what he could have been.
I don't think he ever had a 1,000-yard season.
No, he didn't. He didn't. But in college, sheesh. Like I can't. I wish I could explain to younger listeners, man, the inevitability of. And he's a wide receiver. Like, think about that, right?
He was awesome.
That a wide receiver could be so good, you could throw it anywhere. You could throw it to him anywhere, and you were going to get a big gain out of it. But Michigan, Zaz, this is not a punishment, right?
I guess the thing that I took away from it most is it seems like they're done. The NCAA, who is just has no control over anything anymore, and they really let everybody know for the last and final time that they don't have control over anything. When they came up with this suspension, which, I mean, there was cheating, and they were stealing signs. And look, stealing signs happen during games. That's no problem. That is what it is. But they were going above and beyond throughout the week, throughout the months, and they were cheating and stealing signs, and they're on sidelines when they're not allowed to be on sidelines and what have you. Like, this would be the occasion. I'm not even talking about taking away their championship. I hate when they do that, but you certainly would have expected them to do a postseason ban.
Yeah, there you go. So, but that's another one. Taking away the championship. That's not a real punishment.
Come on, it happened.
Like Memphis, you didn't go to the Final Four,
right.
and Derrick Rose didn't score a single point. Like, bro, we went to the games. We saw it.
It happened.
Like, everyone enjoyed it.
We celebrated that night.
No, you can't take that away.
Yeah, I hate when they do that. Okay,
Michigan, Chris Webber and Jalen Rose, you guys didn't accomplish anything.
So is he absolved from calling the timeout against UNC? I mean, they're taking that whole run away, right? I guess we can never bring that up again. But the thing that stood out to me most was, so apparently they're never going to do postseason bans anymore. I feel like that's what they just did, because part of the reason was they don't want to. It's weird. They don't want to punish kids who are on the team right now who had nothing to do with what happened then, except they used to do that, and you were never allowed to then transfer back then. Now, you're allowed to transfer. So, it's backwards. Back then was when they shouldn't have punished kids who weren't part of the team because they were not allowed to say, all right, then I'm out of here. Now, they should actually punish these teams because kids can enter the portal and just be like, all right, I'm dipping, I'm out. So it's so backwards the way they're doing it now.
It's about the NCAA.
And the outsourcing of the NCAA's powers has already begun with Deloitte and the NIL clearinghouse and the rev share. All that started in August. And I don't know if the NIL clearinghouse has approved a deal, a single one. I think that they're just trying to kick this can down the road before Congress actually has to do this, because they know the second that they cap what a kid can make with their very subjective fair market NIL deal, they know it will be challenged in court, and a moratorium would be installed, and we'd go right back to the way that things were. I'm pretty sure they haven't actually approved a deal in the couple of weeks that they've been in charge.
If I ask you guys right now, how long before we get a college football super league?
Well, I mean, the Big Ten is already trying to do this kind of stuff.
But how long before it actually happens? We're like, NCAA, we just don't care about you. Hey, Alabama. Hey, Michigan. Hey, like all the big powers. We're all just going to create our own super league, kind of like what they tried to do in Europe a few years ago.
I think only the consumers in this country have far less power. They don't want to use their voice in a similar fashion, and their rights usually get trampled.
And by the way, I don't know if the consumers would even care. Like in England, they care that. What do you mean that Arsenal won't be playing Wolverhamptonshire? Mm-hmm. Like they that matters to them. It matters to the Arsenal fans as much as
it matters if you increase the price of a sody pop.
Right.
Cents.
Like those things matter. But I'm saying like in this country, if we said, hey, well, Alabama never gets to play Vanderbilt again, other than people who go to Vanderbilt or support Vanderbilt, nobody cares. Like, who cares? I just want to see Alabama, Ohio State every week, right? But over there, like they care. The fans of the big clubs care. What do you mean I don't get to play Montpellier anymore? Yeah. Like that really means something to them.
For sure. I mean, hundreds of years, and you also have hundreds of years of tradition. You also have screwy situations in which the supporters own parts of certain clubs or the grounds of certain clubs, and clubs can't do things without the permission. Here in America, American consumers have been so beaten down by what capitalism is. Like, okay, what's the fee now? All right, cool. We're adding $47 to a Ticketmaster fee. They're just so used to not having a voice here that it's never going to replicate that, which is a shame because Europe during the Super League showed exactly the power of your consumer.
I wish we had that here.
You simply cannot get away with this. This is not. You have to stop.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if they tried to do. If football fans were the base for streamers over in Europe, what we have over here, which is just 17 different streamers, announced streamers that don't exist, it wouldn't be allowed.
Dude, I love this. I feel like this last couple of weeks, consumers found out two things: how many platforms I need to watch my NFL games, how many platforms I need to watch my NBA games, and people lost for the first time. It's like, what? I need this and that and this and that. And I'm like, what did y'all think was happening all this time when they're talking about $60 gajillion in these TV deals?
I don't know. I can't get wrapped up in all of it. I know Mike is so angry these last couple of weeks.
It's his fault.
Yeah, I guess so. Like, I can't get. Tell me where, what I need to watch the games, and like, I'm gonna make an informed decision if that's what I want to do.
Yeah, well, I hear you, and what you said there is the issue. Tell me what I need.
Yeah.
They're not really clearly telling me what I need.
Mike feels like he's in the dark.
When they're announcing bundle packs with Fox One and ESPN, things that don't exist, the way that they announced, I thought Fox One and ESPN were supposed to be bundled with Max, and that was announced, that was a thing, there was a pricing tier, and then it was ruled to be illegal, and so then that's not happening. So then there's a standalone ESPN, and WWE's on there, but hey, this is a new rebranding of the standalone ESPN, and by the way, a couple days later, there's going to be a bundle with Fox. What does that look like? We won't tell you just yet.
So that's what cable providers did. Just kind of like all this work, just kind of here, one space, go there.
Flood the zone. They're flooding the zone with streamers, and what ends up happening is you have to pay for cable and the streamers, because if you want the full streaming experience, you still have to have the cable.
You got to have
login.
the cable rights to then sign into the streamer.
You can't even effectively cord cut anyway.
I've got the outline for the NBA's where you can watch situation.
Okay.
Right?
That's for this year. That's starting this year?
Starting this year.
Okay.
So Sundays you can watch on ABC, NBC, or Peacock.
That's after NFL season.
After
is
NFL
over.
season, obviously.
Yep.
Because Sunday is dominated. Monday, Peacock. Tuesday, NBC and Peacock.
Oh, okay.
Wednesday, ESPN.
Okay.
Thursday, Prime. Friday, Prime and ESPN. Saturday, Prime and ABC.
There you go. Just
So, not confusing
4
whatsoever.
or 5 different platforms.
The problem is
there.
it used to be like ESPN on
Wednesdays
and Fridays, and then
Thursdays
Thursday was TNT.
Yeah.
And then after football season, we had ABC for Sundays, and that was that.
Yeah.
Did you see apparently only one time, and I think it might be opening night, only one time before Christmas ESPN's using Inside the NBA?
Yeah. No, that makes sense. They don't want to blow their wad on a random ass Friday game. Like, they want it when people are watching. So they'll do it opening week, and then they'll do Christmas. And then after that, we'll start picking up.
I would assume you also don't want to cannibalize your football slate. ESPN has a fair amount of football that airs on their streamers and conventional channels. You want to dedicate your fall programming to football. If you have Inside the NBA, that means less football, and football brings in the ratings, even the Maction.
The Maction.
I don't know. Like, there's a lot of complaining from us. It sounds like when it comes to, it's different channels this night. I don't know. It wasn't that long ago where, you had, it was TNT on Thursday nights, and, like, that's all you got. I mean, now we have options all over the place to watch
you are paying,
games.
Yeah, I get you. You are paying a premium for that.
Yeah.
And it is, the sport is in some ways more accessible because there's more of it. And and in some cases it's clear where to get it. But it also comes at a price.
To be also honest, and I know now I'm gonna sound like Zaz here, but like, I'm already subscribed to Prime. Already have Prime.
That's what I'm saying.
That's how I
That's how I saw War of the Worlds.
That's how I saw War of the Worlds, and that's how I got socks. Right? Like, I'm already on Prime. Right? And then what else is there?
ESPN.
ESPN. We all already have that.
NBC Peacock.
I
love it.
I have it.
We got Hulu.
Yeah, I've been had Peacock because of how do I watch
the
LeBatard
Dan
Show,
Le
right?
Batard Show.
Right? And then what else is there?
That's it. Prime, Peacock, and ABC.
So it's like, the people are like, and if you're in, I got to get Paramount Plus. I already have it, man.
Sounds like people just
Landman.
want to complain. Maybe
Yes.
that's it.
Yes.
But it is like, it adds up, though.
I had to
Chris.
get DAZN for a month, but then they charged me for a full year. I don't. And most of the stuff is I still have to pay additionally for it because the FIFA Club World Cup was on there.
When does UFC switch to Paramount Plus?
26.
So,
Very close.
So, yeah, but can't wait.
We're right there.
Can't wait to put on Lioness and not figure out.
Exactly right. Amanda Nunes, where is she? She's back against Kayla Harrison. Oh, my God, biggest fight in the women's division. All right, so really quick, can you substantiate something that I saw online that people were kind of crashing out about? Mm-hmm. Are there really West Coast games starting at 11 p.m.?
I saw that too. I choose not to believe it.
Me too. I agreed.
So Tuesday nights, the NBC game is going to be the late game. It's going to be the early game is 8 p.m. Late game is 11 p.m.
What?
And this is
Tuesdays
funny.
only, you're saying?
Only Tuesdays.
Okay.
So is that really 11:15?
It depends.
Let me see what
it depends.
Come on,
now,
man.
with an 8 p.m. start time for the early game, it shouldn't impact the start on the late game. What happened was back in the day, on TNT Thursdays, this was notorious. You would have the East Coast game, and then the West Coast game could not start if the East Coast game was still going in regulation, right? Mm-hmm. So if you had, it's a 1-point game.
Isn't it still like that today?
No, it changed. It changed after a while. But basically it was, if it's close, but like not in overtime, then we're going to stay here. And we can hold the start time on the next game for,
It'll be like to
10:52.
Yeah. Those games would end up starting.
Yep. And that was especially terrible like for us in Phoenix because during the winter we're mountain time. So our Suns games,
nobody knows
waiting.
the mountain time is.
Yeah.
That's so tough for you, man. You had to wait 40 minutes instead of like 4 hours like on the East Coast or West Coast games.
I mean, first of all, I was working those games. Oh. Second of all, that means I get home at like 2 a.m. as opposed to getting home like 1 or whatever. So it's a problem. Now, I think they're trying to alleviate that problem by giving a 3-hour block for game 1 so that no matter how many overtimes it goes to, it'll never get to the point where we're halting the start of the other game.
But
now, the interesting thing.
PM.
Now, here's the thing. The NBA a couple years ago made this whole push of we're not going to get these crazy late starts anymore. So you saw like Miami Heat game start at 7 p.m. and it was like, what? Well, it's because they want to start the West Coast game early. They don't want to wait until 10:30, so they're trying to get a 10 o'clock start. And so we have all this stuff going on in order to keep the East Coast people here. The fact that NBC is the only one that has 11 p.m. games tells me they paid to say, hey, look, this is important for us.
All right, you know how Dan obsesses over media coverage?
Does he?
And always and stand-up comedy?
Doesn't he?
I kind of feel like that's beginning to happen with streamers and me, and I don't like it. I want to nip it. But I do have a point of contention for something that Zaz said. Like, you guys were very casual. Like, we know what we need. We have most of what we need. No, I don't know what I need. They announced something that presently, if I want to watch PLEs, Xfinity and YouTube TV are not allowed to get the PLEs
What's the
just
PLE?
yet. The WWE Premium Live events.
Okay, but
that deal has not been worked out yet. We know
Okay.
what they aspire to, but no, I do have those services, and presently I'm twisting in the wind because I can't watch what I want to watch.
Mike, let me ask you something. I'm going to start naming streamers. You stop me when you say I don't have that one. Right.
No, I have all of them, and I
Okay.
have the cable packages.
So then what do you need?
No, he wants to
I
know
need
if
it
he's
to be a
going
little
to have
bit
to be
more
paying
affordable.
for WWE because his current provider does not. It hasn't been disclosed yet if that is going to be included. Like, for instance, I have DirecTV Stream, and mine is going to be included for this WWE pay-per-views, okay?
Hate
I'm
that
not
delay.
included
Hate
yet.
that delay.
But here's the thing, Mike. It's not taking place for another 5 months. Like, I get it that 2 weeks ago the deal was announced. It'd be really nice if the deal had a little bit more clarity.
Oh.
I'm with you. But it's 5 months away.
There were reports that a newly created PLE will air on ESPN before that, just this morning. And now that's all rumor and innuendo when it comes to wrestling, but there's just something new every day that confuses me about this. I think maybe 4 years from now is when we get Super League, to answer your initial question.
Oh, thanks. I tried to transition in the middle of that, by the way. I don't know if anyone caught it. When I asked
No,
about-
we went on a tangent,
Yeah, I know.
but I think it's inevitable just because that's where the money is. And yeah, the Big Ten and SEC have the influence right now. It's kind of deserved. But this is the second biggest sport in America. And it just goes against all the free market capitalism ideals of this country, that it's not going to be maximizing and get to a point where I think ultimately the college football playoff will be an employer
Right.
for a tier that is set for those 40 to 50 programs that are of that level. I don't know what this means for the Northern Illinois of the world. It probably means a very different looking sport for them, but that's just where this stuff is headed eventually, I think.
We need some sort of imaging for when we talk streaming.
I agree.
Yeah.
What should it sound like?
A river. There we go.
That makes me want to pee.
Well,
It's a
that's
power-
a very weak stream.
It is a weak stream. You got to check
That's-
that prostate.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys are very judgy with the streams.
Couple of fingers up here. Let them know everything.
How's your uncle?
Nah,
So,
see, I don't like it.
so
Keep,
you guys-
keep searching.
You guys were right about not reading too much into the practices and whatnot, because the preseason game rolled around for the Miami Dolphins, and it looked very, very different. And
Dolphins are fixed, huh? McDaniel got his signature win over the Lions.
Dolphins
I
have
mean,
no losses this preseason.
that's
Undefeated.
true. Undefeated.
With a tie.
Ah, that's
Now we're talking.
What's that, a camel?
No, that's me at Las Rosas last night.
That's a road trip piss.
how'd you like the updated bathrooms?
Wow, man. You know what's funny? I joked with Michael, I'm going to do my own little bar rescue recon. And whenever Bar Rescue renovates bars, they're always like, oh, we got you 7 POS systems. Oh, we got the orange door system. All these upgrades. They never go into the bathrooms. And I've been reading like Yelp reviews of the renovated bars, and like the bathrooms are still as gross as ever, right? These beautiful, it looks beautiful, all these LED lights and stuff, gross bathrooms. Mike and his boys, you know what they did? They said, let's take care of the facilities. Let's make sure that people come in here and it's nice and clean and well lit. And I appreciate multiple urinals. I hate me a bar with one urinal. Just one in there.
And it's next to the sink often.
Next
I don't
to the
like that.
sink.
You weren't planning for a lot of people if you have one urinal in here.
Exactly.
You got to set the expectations a little higher.
Zagak.
Gotta have some urinals, man. And splash guards.
With
Shout out-
dividers, too.
Yeah, the splash guards.
Splash guards.
Or what are they, privacy screens? What do you call them?
Yeah, divider.
Privacy.
No, divider, I know exactly what you're saying.
Splash guards, no?
Splash is a thing inside the urinal that so it doesn't shoot
I
back.
thought it's also so it doesn't shoot to the side.
But that's often operator error, too. Maybe,
You got to go side walls. we know.
yeah. There are ways, you got to have a little touch on that pass.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean, sometimes there are obstructions that lead to unexpected obstructions that lead to a diverted stream. You guys ever have that? The
I had
one
that happen to me recently where somebody like got a little on the ground. It hit the ground. It was like a visual, like they were peeing
Oh,
and it
you
like
saw
hit
it?
the ground and like I saw it hit the ground and it was so bad that they were like, sorry. You know, usually it's just like an unspoken thing. Like all right, we both saw. We don't have to comment. He was my bad. Man, it's on my shoelace now.
Yeah, you threw it away, right? Yeah. Doesn't sound like it.
That didn't sound like a yes.
I mean, I'm at an establishment. When am I going to walk out with one shoe?
Put in the washer.
Honestly.
The washer?
No, that's not in the washer.
No, not the whole shoe. Just a shoelace.
No part of the lace is going in that washer.
Put on some gloves and take it off.
There you go. You got to scrub that thing.
Yeah.
The little tub, squeeze some soap,
Oh,
scrub it out. The Dolphins won.
The Dolphins won, and Quinn Ewers looked good, apparently.
Looked not as bad.
I didn't watch this game the way that I watched the Bears game, and there was mixed feedback on Quinn Ewers' performance from the last game. This one, everyone seems to be pretty positive about it.
Yeah, he was good, and I don't see the reason in having Zach Wilson on this team. I really don't. Like, we know what Zach Wilson is. He's been in the league long enough. He sucks, man. Get off my team.
Has he been in the league long enough? I feel like that's debatable. I'm not with you. I'm not saying
This
Zach,
is his 5th year, I think.
he didn't play it all last year.
Is his 13?
There's a reason.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, he's got a big arm.
He also
Look,
failed twice at the Jets before they got rid of him.
You know what? That's another thing you're saying. He's got a big arm. Dolphins had a clear touchdown. I forget which receiver it was. Who the hell can keep track of the names? Guys are not going to make the team. But dude had 4 yards on the
I know
defender.
exactly, yep.
He underthrew it so bad, and it ended up being an incomplete pass. I thought that's supposed to be a strength that he's got a big arm. He sucks, man. I'd much rather. I said it last week. After Quinn Ewers was 5 for 18, I told you I'd much rather have Quinn Ewers on this team. Let him develop as a backup than have this Zach Wilson. I'm done with seeing him, man. Sucks.
Billy, rebuttal.
I don't have a rebuttal to that. He's not
He
wrong.
knows I'm right.
Yeah, no, he's absolutely right. I mean, Quinn Ewers is already QB2, I think, in everybody's mind. He cannot possibly be behind Zach Wilson on the depth
I believe
chart.
he is.
He can't. He's not going to head into the season as a number 3 quarterback with the way the two of them have performed
Paying
this preseason.
Zach Wilson $6 million this year.
Sucks, man.
How does that happen?
That's like the rate for backup quarterback.
I'm just saying Zach Wilson in general. Like you were.
It's weird, right?
Like you were. Look, I get it. Maybe you weren't going to be the second best player in your draft class.
No, but it happens all the time. What you're saying.
But yeah, but it's always funny to me. It's like it's never they miss like, oh, I thought he was going to be great. He ended up being okay. It's always I thought he was going to be great. Turns out you're
can't play.
dog.
They
Like
can't play.
how is that the gap every single time?
By the way,
Right.
Zach Wilson is the least of the Dolphins' problems at the moment.
Right, of course.
They have so
Of
many
course.
other problems. Like Zach
course.
Wilson's not make or break for the Dolphins season.
I mean, biggest problem right now is Devon Achane going to be ready week number 1?
That's
like
a big
I feel
one.
like that's probably.
They said it wasn't severe. Soft tissue, but not severe.
I don't know. I mean, he was pretty coy about it, that Mike McDaniel. It's going to be days
What'd
to
he say?
weeks. Well,
to
exactly. It's going to be days to weeks. What does that mean?
Like anything more than 7, it turns into weeks, right?
Days to weeks?
If it's 8 days, you're already in
weeks.
weeks, right? Because it's this week and then a little bit of next week.
We're already headed to week 1 install. Don't want to tip your cards. That's all that is. Gamesmanship.
I like the idea that this matters.
I like that they take a break from the preseason. Like, all right, everyone gets one last vacation in.
This team, it's more time for trouble, honestly. Like, you think that off week is going to be spent productively? Because I have no faith in this team.
I think
spending that time.
Tyreek Hill's just going to stay home and chill.
Him and Tua, it seems like they just met each other a week ago. It's crazy.
I gotta
We're
tell
getting
you
to know each other still. It's been 5 years. What are we doing?
Yeah, right. Tyreek Hill told us he finally is starting to understand the offense. Okay. On the team 4th year.
Is that just him trying to say things that he thinks fans will like? Or
He's missing on that mark, I would say. I would say on the majority of things that he's saying, the fans aren't buying it. Like, I'm done with this team. I don't want to be here anymore. Whatever he said last year. That one missed the mark, too.
I'm just saying, do you think, is it possible? Like when he says, I'm finally starting to understand the offense. Like,
In his mind, to your point, yes, he thinks he's like I got the fans right where I
I
want
think he
them.
thinks he's being a leader now.
right. Like people are thinking like, oh, cool, guys. This whole time he's been great, and he didn't even understand the offense. Now that he understands it, we're going to be amazing. I think that's what he's trying to project, as opposed to actually letting us know, I didn't understand the offense for 4 years.
Not that anyone cares about this, but like now when you look back, and like I'm not saying this to defend Tua as Tua is like an elite quarterback in the league, but now that he's saying this, you look back at like the first 2 years and you're like, maybe Tyreek was actually running the wrong routes the entire time when Tua kept missing. You're like, wow, Tua does not know what he's
So
doing.
you're
And it's
defending
like,
Tua a little bit here.
oh, I'm saying like now he's saying I didn't really know the playbook. It's like, oh, well, maybe we're wrong about that situation, and we just gave Tyreek Hill the benefit of the doubt because he was the fast guy and he was from the Chiefs, and Tua was the guy that the year before got benched and had the whole thing with Brian Flores. But Tua needs to step it up. Let's be real.
I'm really excited because Jackson Dart looks like the real deal.
Oh, your Giants,
My
huh?
Giants.
don't
You
do
know,
that.
Oh, that's your team?
That's my team, man. You know, I said being a Giants fan is the most rewarding thing in my life because I know once a decade we're going to win a Super Bowl. Every year, every decade of my life, they've won a Super Bowl. So I'm like, you can be trash the rest of the time. Just give me one within a decade, and we're good.
You know, it's funny because I hear you say that, and then I think to myself, okay, would I rather that where we're likely going to be shitty for almost every year, but once a decade we are going to win a Super Bowl, or would you rather, you know, maybe you're able to contend every single year, maybe you can win multiple Super Bowls, and then I stop myself and I'm like, your team, meaning me, has been every single year for decades now. Wouldn't it have been nice
They've given
to
you neither.
mix in a couple of Super Bowl wins?
They've given you neither. Like, I like that. No, it's funny because I'm a Yankees fan, and it's like, obviously, I had that moment in the 90s and early 2000s. That was amazing, but it's like, you feel kind of that emptiness now. Like, wow, that was a long time ago. Versus the Giants, I have like once a decade, I get to pipe up and talk my like, and then I go back into hiding, and I don't have to worry about anything. And when people try to stress me about, like, oh, your Giants suck, I'm like, they'll be fine.
And it's even though the NFC East is probably the division in the NFL with the most prestige.
Yes.
It's been random. Like teams go from the
That's
bottom to the
interesting.
top.
I think you're right. And it makes sense because we're talking Northeast. So,
It's
yeah.
Well, it's
probably the-
Cowboys, Giants, Eagles, and Washington. So that's
I think famously for a several year string, they had a different division winner, and it's
it's been longer than that.
Yeah,
dude.
and it's kind of similar to the AFC South and the NFC South in terms of parity, but we don't think of it that way because you have really prestigious teams in there. But the Dolphins, if you want to just do like the jealousy of the fandom thing, the Giants have existed in this division that has a fair amount of parity. The Dolphins, once they finally get Tom Brady out of the equation, Josh Allen strolls in.
Right,
and
the team who went 17 years with no playoffs now runs your division.
so you never get at least we have, we're that random division winner. At least we get the benefits of a home playoff game where we can snipe one of these teams that are better. The best you guys have ever felt about your team in the last 20 years, you had to stroll into Arrowhead Stadium and it was negative 20 degrees out. It's a little unfair.
It feels cruel on some level. The other thing about being a Giants fan is finding out that Daniel Jones is still in the NFL. That shocked me. I was like, what?
Might start week 1.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, oh, he's alive and like competing for a job? How's this possible? And then I thought about Anthony Richardson. I said, is he about to have the same sort of situation as Zach Wilson? Where it's like, you went from, oh, this guy's going to be amazing to not just not great, but not good.
Well, the difference being Zach Wilson had a resume in school. Like, everyone thought Zach Wilson was going to be a good quarterback in the NFL. Anthony Richardson had like a dozen starts in college. His entire collegiate career.
You're going to call me crazy. I knew Zach Wilson was going to work out. You know when I knew? The Heisman trophies, like finalists, when they got him up on stage, and he like looked at the guy, left him alone, and he does this cartoonish goal. That's when I knew that dude will never, ever be good. Because you can't be like, it's an award show. First of all, why would you be intimidated by that? How insecure are you?
Who was the guy next to him?
It was whoever the finalists were for Heisman that year. Someone could look it up. But I swear to God, if video can find it, it is the funniest thing ever. Because and the finalists for Heisman, and they all like step up onto the stage, and it's like he's a little shorter than other guys, and he looks to the left and looks to the right, and his eyes get wide, and then
Is that the draft or the Heisman?
I think you might be conflating the two.
Oh, it's draft.
Where all the draft first round guys step up, and then he's there like visibly smaller than everybody looks around like, ugh.
Yeah, I remember him being memeable from the draft. Yeah. I don't even recall him being in New York for the Heisman finalists. It may be.
Maybe I stand corrected. But either way,
to conflate the two.
It was before he played an NFL second.
It was good scouting on your part, though, because you saw and you were like, "There's fear in those eyes."
Fear, and then the gulp, and then so you could see in his mind, like, "Come on, Zach, pep up. You're just as good as these guys." And he stands up. He's like, he tries to puff off his chest. I'm like, "Get the hell out of here, man! You're supposed to be a leader in a locker room. You're supposed to tell people what to do." You're like, "Oh, I don't know. These guys look kind of big, Mom."
So he has a big arm, but he's undersized, turnover prone. He has a big arm, but he takes sacks, and oftentimes the ball ends up in the other team's hands. So what does Zach Wilson actually bring to the table to earn $6 million and another opportunity?
A hot
Is
mom.
Is it the fact that he has starting experience and teams value that? I'm sure the Dolphins can get out from this contract because he's not a starter. I don't know what level of guarantees are there, but I understand why. With a quarterback like Tua, who you will perpetually have injury concerns with. He's a hit away from his career. I guess anybody is a hit away from their career ending, but it feels like it's extra.
He's really close.
Yeah, Tua feels like an innocuous hit may end his career.
I don't want to shout too loud around him.
Yeah. So are you comfortable with going with Quinn Ewers as your backup quarterback when Quinn Ewers also is undersized?
As opposed to Wilson?
I'm trying to figure out what
tough.
he brings to the table. Like, if it's experience, I'm pretty sure an experienced quarterback is going to get cut around the league that you can bring in.
Where's Tannehill?
Nowhere.
I think he's
Still waiting to get that
couch.
starting job on a playoff team.
Y'all remember last year? I said, man, Tannehill should go to the Dolphins because the dude is definitely going to get hurt.
They're not going to bring him in here. We talked about this last week. The Dolphins are not going to bring in anyone to be a number 2 quarterback that's a threat to Tua starting. They are not going to do that. That's why they've had bad backups. But Quinn Ewers, this was supposed to be them going and, doing a thing oh, Zach Wilson, now we're going to take this seriously. But they don't want a quarterback controversy on
I
this
love
team.
that Billy has them being like, we need a bad quarterback.
Not that they need a
I would
bad
imagine
quarterback.
they're trying to find the best of the
not
back.
someone that's too good. They don't. You think that they're
I
going
think
to?
Billy's right.
Billy's onto something.
I think Billy's
He's
right.
onto something.
They're
That
not
would be
going to
terrible way to do that.
Well, that's why we see the results that we've gotten because of the approach that they've been taking.
Like,
but
let me ask you something, Chris. Let me ask you something. Forget about the money. If there was a way to acquire him to be your backup, do you think it'd be a good idea for the Dolphins to acquire Kirk Cousins?
Oh, yes. I'm with you.
And I would say no because of exactly what Billy's talking about.
And I wouldn't worry about Tua's feelings.
He's good.
I would just be like, if I'm Chris Greer, like I want the second best quarterback that I can possibly find in the amount of money I have to spend on a backup.
They could have signed Jameis Winston if they wanted to for
another one I
for a
would've gotten.
2-year deal worth the same as Zach Wilson's 1-year deal, and they didn't do it.
Some dubs.
Great, man.
Well, and you know why they don't do that, though? Because of exactly what Billy's talking about. The entire locker room, no matter what team is on, loves
him.
Jameis Winston.
Might it be
love
the
him.
media more they're worried about? Like, we would be talking about Tannehill.
It plays a part.
Like, I think the
I'm gonna tell you
locker
right
room
now.
would be like,
I'm gonna tell you
"Tua's
right
the
now.
guy."
Any team that does, I'm sure it happens, but it's really rare. Does stuff because they're worried about what the media are gonna say. Like, unless it's an off the field issue, that doesn't exist.
But
right?
that's where that narrative would be bigger.
But what Billy's saying is absolutely right. Where it's like, you want a guy who's good, but not too good, because we don't want to kind of upset the golden goose and push back.
It
on
also
that.
shows kind of like, I don't know how much they actually believe in Tua, if that's the approach, right? Because if they actually believed in Tua, they're like, well, we're never going to have to get to this, so
Right.
it doesn't matter. We'll have someone, but it doesn't matter. But with Tua, an injury is definitely a possibility at some point in the season. And if your backup is better than Tua, then what do you do when you just gave him $50 million a year?
I think that's the part. It's like you should be, from a responsible front office, you should be getting a quarterback that can be very good to very good if your guy's going to go down, knowing that Tua is one shot away from falling.
Well, back to the original point. Jameis may be available because Jackson Dart did look
Oh,
good.
man.
He looked
He's
really
going
good.
to end up in New Orleans again, right, Jameis? New Orleans is a mess. They need a real quarterback. Spencer Rattler.
You don't like Tyler Shuck?
No, they're going to go with Tyler Shock,
No,
probably.
they're not going to go with Tyler Shuck.
They've got a tough start to the season, by the way. First 6 games, tough.
Shuck and jive. Mike White on the Bills.
For now.
You've been watching Hard Knocks.
I have been watching Hard Knocks.
son
I
of
was
a
like-
bitch.
I was like, wow, man. And everyone's giving him great compliments.
props, yeah.
And I'm like, well, if he's that good, then why'd the Dolphins let go of him?
This episode is presented by DraftKings. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Why do people think that when you sneeze, it means you're cold?
I've never heard that.
It happens to me all the time.
Looney Tunes.
I was in.
Pepper in your nose.
Maybe you have a cold.
No. I was in an Uber last night or yesterday on my way to the airport, and I sneezed. And by the way, it was like a zillion degrees, and the guy's AC was not working that great. And he was
Do you
like,
use the function when you order the Uber where you could set the preference? I want it cold. I want it medium.
Yeah.
Do you use that?
yeah, like
And
the-
also how quiet you want it. If you only got to talk to you.
I actually do it not. Usually the temperature's fine. Most people, I very rarely do I have to let the person know, yo, turn it up or turn it down.
Do you ever have to let the person know, yo, my preference was quiet? You're talking.
Quiet. That's the one. But I have great passive aggressive ways of letting people know I don't want to talk.
Like what?
Well, it's like I've got my headphones on and on my phone, and sometimes I'm not even listening to anything. It's just I have headphones
You
on.
do the thing like you are, like, wait, what's that? What?
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna have to repeat every question.
And then
So,
you-
where are you flying? What was that?
While the headphone creeps back up to your ear to signify you're done talking
yeah.
once the headphone goes
I
over the.
I answered the question exactly.
I think people's nose run sometimes when they're cold,
Which
which can lead to sneezing. for
I
some.
sneezed and the guy was like, "Is it too cold?" I'm like, "I'm sweating. What are you talking about? Is it too cold? What does that have to do with anything?"
He's alert to the situation. He's like, I want to. Oh, you okay? That's just him. Like, oh, you sneezed. Can I do
happens-
anything to help?
It happens a lot.
You need a tissue?
Sneeze. No, what? That's fine. Bless you's fine. Is it too cold? As I'm sweating bullets. It just was such a weird thing. But then it made me realize that happens a lot. I sneeze and someone says, "Oh, are you cold?" Like, what does cold have to do with sneezing? And I think, Mike, you had the answer. It's Looney Tunes. It's Looney Tunes. It's everything. Everything we learned was from Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
And that's it, right?
They set up tropes. So they established tropes that stayed with a generation for the remainder of its lives.
Mike, what happens if I shoot you in the face?
Well, sometimes
Yeah, if I shoot you in the face, what happens?
sometimes the bullet doesn't come out. There's a flag that says bang.
Bang. Yeah.
I wouldn't go with the Looney Tunes defense on things like that. Like, oh, I just crashed into someone with a car, but Wile E. Coyote got right back up, so it's okay. Like, I wouldn't live my life by Looney Tunes rules. I mean,
No,
Daffy Duck's bill went backwards.
Yeah, the bill goes backwards. Or if I crash into the guy with the car, his mouth becomes an accordion. That's one, right?
I think they didn't. Well, in the Looney Tunes, they did overtly say people were drunk, but people would have the hiccups in cartoons.
Oh, yeah. Well,
in the old school
The Triple X bottle.
and that became a trope.
Yep.
I think we can thank Dumbo for that one too.
If I run off a cliff, like I'll fall immediately, right?
No, you don't fall immediately. You stay in the air, suspended for a little bit.
And then the whistle.
What
as you going down.
What if I never notice that I've run off the cliff?
You can't. If you never notice, then you're fine.
You're fine.
You can't give it the power of noticing because once you do notice, you're gonna.
Yeah, just keep on running.
And Roy, you pointed out the other part, which is I have to fill out a sign first to let everyone know. Like,
Yep.
Oh man, we're bringing Looney Tunes back, man. We can't. It's all canceled, right? All that stuff is canceled.
No, they have new shows. They have a new show.
No, but it's not like we used to be, man.
Yeah.
Not like it used to be. Oh, those are the days.
Those are the days of casual racism.
Acme versus Coyote.
It wasn't
That's coming
casual.
out.
It wasn't casual at all. It was pretty active. You ever see like who Thomas the Cat and Tom and Jerry? You know who his owner is?
Mammy Two Shoes.
Yeah.
No, that was the maid.
But I mean, yes, she's the maid, but she's in essence the person in charge, right? Thomas.
Trivia Night Roy, man.
Oh man.
I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about.
Do you know Tom and
You're
Jerry?
younger.
No, I do, but I don't know their.
That's where
owners.
it ends for me, though, in terms
Yeah.
of all these references.
Yeah, Mammy Two
And
Shoes.
you're
is
just
the
young.
name.
Oh, yeah.
Mammy Two
Congrats
Shoes.
on
Roy, you're
having
like 2
great
years older than
parents.
I'm not 2 years older than you. You 39 years old?
I want to talk
38.
about. I want to talk about something that happened on the weekend because we have our network out there watching all the content that we have. You
Yeah.
know, and over the weekend there was a big UFC fight.
Yeah, DDP.
That we were excited about. That's right. And Tony and Lewis and the team, they brought
Oh.
you an MMA hangout.
How'd it go?
I checked in on that stream at one point. I don't know if you saw me.
How'd
but-
the stream go?
I mean, I was just checking people commenting. They were having a good time. I saw one of them mention my son.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was checking you guys out.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, Tony, you had a good weekend?
We had a great weekend until the main event, which then things got a little out of hand because there
Why?
was the most thorough domination I've ever seen in any fight ever, possibly, with the ground time being 22 minutes to 30 seconds. It was insane.
Cut word that it was worth revisiting the latter portion of this weekend's MMA hangout because Tony had very curious reactions to the main event that made someone believe that something more than just a simple prediction was at play. So we've established a supercut, if you will, of the main event over at the UFC over the weekend. And this was accurately described as Tony crashing out. And I've deduced what was going on here, but I'm curious your takeaway.
Ay. Family, this is not good. This fight, I cannot believe. I'm the idiot. It's me. I'm the idiot. Yeah, I'm the idiot. This is insane, dude. This is insane. I don't think I've ever seen a champion fight this bad. Just no answer. You know what I want you to do? Stuff his takedown attempt. You know what I want you to do?
Knee up. He has to get knees up.
Exactly right. He shoots for a takedown. You knee his head to Michigan. How do I know that? Sitting on a desk in a bar in Little Havana. He's going to try and climb and put you in a crucifix and waste 3.5 minutes of you trying to get out of it, and you can't. Hey,
all right, ready?
Here you go. He's going to shoot.
Shut up.
He's going to shoot. Are you ready? Because he's going to shoot.
He's too fast. And right to his back again. There we go. All right.
Hey, I've seen this position for 17 minutes. There's no way that people are happy. Damn, dude. Gets up, gets back down. But guess what? He's gonna go for the crucifix again. Oh, guess what? He's got it again.
Tony
Guess
quit.
what? He's gonna get the knee in and get the crucifix again. Guess what, DDP? You crossing your legs like Lewis doesn't do anything.
Doesn't do anything. That's what I was doing.
That's not offensive. Christ almighty. And I love this song. Here right now, if you want me to stay, I'll never
I've actually
leave.
never seen Tony crash out.
This is crazy, dude. This is insane. Is this a nightmare? Finally, like, stop it. Finally, get him up. Guess what? He's going to shoot again.
Oh my God! Back to the back. No, I can't.
Guys, it's officially cooked, dude. It's officially cooked. I don't ever want to see DDP fight Hamzat again. I never want to see it. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
Have you eaten your food already?
Yes, I already ate my food. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hurry up. Let's go. Just get the 5th round over with, dude. He's got 0 shot. It's over. He should throw in the towel.
Yeah, this is probably the worst championship fight I've ever seen.
Throw in the towel. It's over. You cannot fight this guy. You cannot beat him. You cannot get off the ground. And I'm going to throw my headphones through the camera. This is insane, dude. Don't hype up the crowd. Don't hype up the crowd, DDP. It's over. No, high head kick, too. Just get knocked out. You better start throwing hard. And guess what? Here, if he gets that leg over, here's the crucifix, and there goes 4 minutes and 21 seconds. If you don't got it now, buddy, and he's in a Kimura, too, and he's going to submit you. The worst night of my life. Thanks, Mark. He's got no juice left, dude. He's exhausted. He's fought 25 minutes of nothing. It doesn't matter. Nobody get excited. Nobody get excited. Can you submit his ass?
Oh, yeah, that's all he has.
No, son of a bitch. Turn off the stream. I'm done.
Turn off the stream.
The last hope.
It's the hope that kills you.
It's the hope that killed me is that DDP starts working to maybe try and get a submission. And I'm like, oh my God, could he get a buzzer beater submission here on Hamzat? I'm waiting. No, he slipped out of it. Okay, there we go.
So, Tony, how much?
Enough.
Oh, you bet on that.
Enough.
Oh, I hadn't gathered.
Our friends at DraftKings Sportsbook, we were looking at the champion with plus juice. Okay, I'm like, man, we're looking good here. And then Hamzat's like, you know what? I'm just going to wrestle him for 25 minutes and not let him breathe.
And instead, it was 3 10-8 rounds, right?
Yeah. It was 5 10-8 rounds, as is what it was. It was 11 10-8 rounds. It was the rest of his life, DDP cannot fight Hamzat Chimaev. It's over.
So
Is this a nightmare?
So I heard
insane.
that I heard that this was the main event. You know that I mean this is the way the main event went. So I asked my son the next morning because he went out with a bunch of friends and they ordered the fight and they watched because my son loves the Arab fighters. And so I asked him on Sun's like, hey, did you enjoy the main event? He goes, yeah. I said, oh, because I thought a lot of people didn't like it because there was a lot of wrestling going on. He goes, those are casuals. They don't know what they're talking
Correct.
about.
Wow.
Correct.
I enjoyed that very much.
Correct. The issue is
You're a
when you've
casual?
got a lot of money on the line.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of skews the way that you want things to happen. Like, yeah, if I didn't really have any action on anything, I've been like, yeah, okay, you go with your game plan, right? It's just like in football. Hey, they've got a really bad run defense. You know what we're going to do? We're going to run the ball 67 times, and you're going to have to stop us, and you can't. But when you got a good amount of money on the line, and you think that something's going to happen, and then the complete opposite happens for 25 minutes, it's very difficult to try and keep your blood pressure down.
Yes, I already ate my food.
What? Why were you so confident that DDP would win?
I don't think he was confident. It's just he was getting plus money with the champion.
Plus money with the champion, and DDP has fought a bunch of killers and has made everybody look stupid. So it's like, all right, we've got Hamzat, who's coming off of a really good win against Robert Whittaker, who DDP also ran through. So you've got those two equals. And you're like, all right, they kind of both took care of business against Whittaker. And then Hamzat has had some trouble. He had some trouble against Kamaru Usman, who came off the couch, fought at 185. Like, there was a couple things I was like, you know what? Maybe he's not ready to fight a 5-round fight, championship, deep waters with a proven killer. And then he does that and absolutely demolishes him for 5 rounds.
In a bar in Little Havana.
Got to stuff the takedown. I mean, you know he's going to take you down. It's really simple.
That was my favorite part. Tony just being like, oh, you got to do this. Just do this. What are you doing?
Stuff the takedown. He wants to take you down. You stuff it. You know how you stuff it? Like this.
Do you think someone said to Duplessis after the fight, like, why don't you stuff the takedown?
I'm sure the corner was yelling, stuff the takedown.
Christ almighty.
They do post-game presses, right? Post-fight presses?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you got to ask that question.
Did you see one of the fighting nerds, Carlos Prates, after spinning back up? And the thing is, we had such a good night, right? We had 2 spinning back elbow finishes, one after another. One a buzzer beater. Carlos Prates knocks out Jeff Neal, hands of steel. Knocks him out with a spinning elbow, and then Aaron Pico's debut off of Bellator comes in. Lerone Murphy from Manchester hits him with a vicious spinning elbow again right after. So we're those 2 on the co-main event and the fight before, and then we get that. Just an absolute turd for me personally in the main event.
Well, you gave us a lifetime of entertainment.
It's
so
just
that's the best part about this, man. Why is it so entertaining?
No, son of a...
Why is it so fun?
Yes, I already ate my food.
Why is it like filling me with joy
Thanks, Mark.
to see Tony crash
I just
out.
realized who the mark was. It's the referee. Because at a certain point, he had to get Hamzat and DDP up because Hamzat was just laying on him, not doing anything.
Thanks, Mark.
And DDP was so exhausted, he couldn't fight back. He was just there like,
Thanks, Mark.
Mark got him up and stood him up. Guess what? He didn't shoot he didn't stuff the takedown. Another shot. Another takedown.
Nobody get excited.
When somebody goes for a takedown, if you hit him with one of these, right, you step back, whew, flying knee, he's done.
You think maybe it's
Might.
not that easy?
Of course it's not that easy.
Okay, I don't know.
Tony, when you said
guess what?
don't hype up the crowd.
Because he was hyping up the crowd at the end of the round. I was like, dude, you're down 98-0.
Like, was he trying to make it seem like he won?
He was just trying to be like, come on, like, let's go. And it's like, no, it's over. Like, it was over the moment it
Was the
happened.
crowd
it was over.
booing? Were they not happy with
The
it?
thing is, we obviously were playing Baboni and we're playing reggaeton
so
at
you
the
couldn't
bar.
get the sound.
So
I love this song.
I also can't hear what's going on in the commentary because obviously there's people dancing and people having fun and reggaeton's playing and it's like, oh, that's why I said I love this song.
The worst night of my life.
This is why I can't.
Wait, hold on. Cancer survivor Tony.
The worst night of my life.
2 times.
Twice.
Worst night of my life.
Defended the belt. Defended the belt twice.
Two-time cancer champion, Tony.
And DDP can't stuff a takedown? Come on.
Reigning and defending.
The worst night of my life.
And still.
In a bar in Little Havana.
2 times in Tony's life, he has been told he has cancer, but that was the worst night of his life.
Yeah.
Drove home and I was just in silence. I didn't even play music. I didn't play any recaps. Usually I'll watch the press conference on the way home on my phone. Nothing. Just nothing. Just I don't want to talk. I don't want to look at anything.
So a lot.
Yeah. Enough. It was
Answer the
enough.
question.
I had to tell Jenny and she was like, so you felt that good about him, right? I was like,
It's over.
When you get this price,
it's like a plus juice with the champ, babe. I mean, come on, it'll make sense.
transitive property with Whitaker.
She's like, Hamzat is like a killer though, and I was like, yeah, well, you know, he was minus 240 on DraftKings.
Thanks, Mark.
Is anybody watching the new Alien show on Hulu?
Oh, I've been trying to get to it. I'm going to, but I have not started it yet.
I tried starting. I fell asleep. Like 5 minutes into them arguing on the ship.
A little boring. My experience with it was I was just answering questions the entire time because they're trying to really lean into the lore. I haven't seen episode 2. I think the problem is I haven't been motivated enough to see episode 2.
I heard 2 is way better than 1. Alien Bert. But I'm telling you, when 1 started with, all right, so there's 3 types of people. There's the cyber. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, set a scene.
We have a synthetic now.
I'm like, I don't get it. Do I have to go back and watch Alien and Aliens all over again?
He has questions too. Maybe your wife was not that off, Mike.
No.
I think that you don't have to because this takes place 2 years before they sent
Yeah,
Ripley.
you shouldn't have to.
So this is a prequel.
Yes.
This is.
Alien Bert.
But it's after Prometheus and Alien Covenant.
So should I have to watch Prometheus then?
I think you have to watch Ice Age because that's canon apparently too.
Is it?
Yeah.
With the squirrel and the
Ice Age is canon.
Dennis Leary.
Uncle Ray.
Uncle Ray.
Oh, that's right. It's your boy.
I want to reward the ambition. I want to see more Alien content. So I'm gonna really try to hunker down here and watch episode 2.
I'm gonna I last night I had the decision. Do I sit down and all right, I'm awake, I'm feeling energetic, I'm not sleepy like I was last week or whatever. Do I watch this or do I go to Las Rosas and you know who won?
This is Amin Al-Hassan, an expert when it comes to bars. He's been to every bar.
So it's like he's on one of the biggest shows in Miami. One click of a button and it goes out to millions of followers on social media.
That is verbatim for when Big Cat was on Bar Rescue. That is exactly how it went.
These guys know. And then,
He's a tastemaker.
yeah, he's a tastemaker.
He's a tastemaker with influence.
How long was he sitting waiting for a drink? And you didn't even acknowledge him. You're losing $6,000 a week. Oh my God.
Plastic cups. All right, that's it. I'm going.
You know what? I shouldn't even say this. This has been a secret. I've been sitting on this for a while. Count the Dings is launching a Bar Rescue podcast.
What?
Yeah, man.
Classic rewatches.
We're heavy in the R&D stage right now. We've been doing dry runs, and it'll be launching in a matter of weeks, folks.
You amazed?
Maze
doesn't want anything to do with it.
Still
Huh?
has never seen an episode of Bar Rescue. He's in a Bar Rescue chat and has never seen a single episode.
He hasn't had the privilege and the thrill of busting open the books.
Oh my God! And making the call for help to Bar Rescue. Right.
We got you a brand new POS system,
Oh,
$40,000, two-touch.
POS system. We got one here, and one for the servers over here. We got you 3 Speedwells. How about an Orange Door music entertainment system? Over 40,000 songs loaded. Like that? Remember the bartender numbers from the other day? We got you a subscription to Bartender. Now you'll always know how much money you're spending and wasting on drinks. And not to stop there, your training doesn't end. I got you a lifetime subscription to Taffer Virtual Training, TVT. Oh, my God. I can't wait to do all this jargon. Bar Rescue. You know what the goal is? The whole goal for our podcast. I've already told it to my co-hosts, which we'll be revealing soon. The goal is that one day we are the recon team on Bar Rescue.
Wow.
These guys have the #1 Bar Rescue podcast.
They look like normal guys, but when they walk in, they know exactly what they're looking for.
And you know what I got to order when I get to the bar? An old-fashioned. Got it, because it's always, you can't just get a cold drink. No, it's got to be, let me get, man, I watched the episode the other day, dude ordered a White Russian. I'm like,
Son of a bitch.
you know this bar is failing. Why would you order a White Russian from these people, man? This lady poured like a gallon of heavy cream into this drink. A little bit of Kahlua, a little bit of vodka. Oh.
So it's all milk.
It was a lactose intolerance nightmare.
I hope you didn't ask for a menu at Las Rosas.
I thought about it, man. I said, "Do you guys have a cocktail menu?"
The menu's on display. They just point up. This is what we have. But if a secret agent on behalf of John Taffer was there, he'd be like, "Whoa,
yeah, no, yeah." It's like, oh,
dismiss me and just point it up. That's the menu. Come on.
Yeah, ended up living the high life. Should have gotten Miller Lite, but I like High Life.
Proud Miller Bar.
Yeah, there you go. Attaboy.
It's always Miller.
Zaz, you ever seen Bar Rescue?
I love Bar Rescue.
Okay, he's just being very quiet. I didn't know if you were-
I'm learning here.
Oh.
You interested in co-hosting a podcast?
Are you the co-host?
I mean, I don't want to give anything away, but I will tell you, I love Bar Rescue. Well, Taffer invented NFL Red Zone. I know the NFL Sunday Ticket.
Yeah, Sunday Ticket. It was him.
He invented it.
Invented it,
Can you imagine?
and
He's
the
like,
butt funnel.
Put them all together and then sell it.
I like the term invented has a lot of leeway, doesn't it? A lot of latitude.
He invented people wanting to watch every NFL game.
Yeah.
I just like the idea of like him sitting back in the background.
You know what would be great?
You know what you guys should do? You should sell like a subscription so that everybody can watch every game all the time. And he's making paper airplanes and just throwing them.
Oftentimes people conceptualize. It's the inventing that you can always push back on. It's not your invention.
Copyright.
If you,
there it is.
now
Whoa. That's a move.
Mine now. Taffer.
Now you own Sunday Ticket.
You know what else I own? Copyright. That little trick he does with the beer where he spins the thing around. He's like, this is what it's doing inside your stomach.
I still don't understand
Me neither.
I
Neither
can
does
explain
he.
it to you.
Can you?
That when you pour a beer poorly, like with a big head, when you're pouring it in, that the gases in there are exploding, and that's why what fills you up in your stomach is being released in the cup. So you get a big head, but it actually ends up being a better experience for your stomach. Whereas if you pour it properly, where no head ever, and there's just zero head on the beer, then you drink that
then
explosion
all the gases are
happens
inside
in your
you.
stomach, and it fills you up more. So you can drink more beers without feeling full if you pour it terribly and get a big head.
He says that, but I don't know that I believe that.
No, I'm not saying that is how it's.
Not you. I'm saying Taffer, because like Taffer does that. But like, okay, let's say I have a Coca-Cola, right, and I shake it, and you get all that foam or whatever, right, and then like it explodes. If I close it and I shake it again, you get just as much the next time, except for the one that came out. So like, if it has all that foam inside my glass, and then I pour it into my mouth, what's to say it's not doing that inside of my stomach again?
Because you release the gases. I don't know how this works for soda, but I do know how it works
two
for
different.
beer.
It
can't be double gas,
Which is why
right?
you
You
got
can
to
have
push the
double
people
gas.
to the draft beer because you could sell more.
Yeah.
Juju, put it on the poll. Can you have double gas?
Can you have double gas? So you shake it once. Is there more left in the tank?
The gas is out, right? Doesn't that mean the gas is out? No? Is it also less carbonated?
I think soda's different. It has to be.
Why is it different? It's bubbles.
Nah, it has to be.
Bubbles Bubbles are bubbles.
No, bubbles are.
Juju, put it on the poll. Are bubbles bubbles? Right? Like I
If you
feel like
try to take the initial beer and from one pint glass to another after you already poured it poorly,
Trivia Roy's got something on
it's
this.
not going to be the same amount of bubbles. It just can't be.
A soda's carbonated water as opposed to beer, which is fermented.
Wow.
oh, there's
That
no
sounds right to me.
That's not carbonation.
He said it. I'm like, do that on air.
That sounds right.
Say that on air.
That sounds right.
So there's double bubble there.
Love a good fermenting.
So you want a big head. Juju,
Yes.
put it on the poll. Big head or no head?
I love Big Head.
I mean, it's why you don't drink out of can or the bottle.
That's going in the club.
I always stop the bartender.
If I shake a beer, I don't know if we have Miller Lights here.
do.
If I pour it in a glass
I make sure.
and I shake it, you're gonna get the foam, right?
You don't need to
And then
shake
if I let it settle and I do it again, I'm gonna get foam again.
Not the same amount of foam. Let's
I'm-
try this.
I think this is a great experiment. I think we should get a can of Miller Lite, go get like a nice pint glass, Mike, and then Tavern does it with like a paper towel, right? Like he stirs it up. I want to see this happen. I don't like first of all, I swear to God, I'm going to sound like an idiot. I am today years old learning that beer is not carbonated by carbonation. It's carbonated by the fermentation process. I didn't know that.
I don't know. I don't think that's stupid.
We're all just like believing Roy too. I mean, I don't know.
Now, the look on Roy, okay, now the look on Roy's face does not give me confidence. Like when you said it, you seem real confident, and right now you just had this look like, maybe.
Zach Wilson at the draft.
Yeah. Where are we at, Mike? You got some props for us here?
We don't have Miller Lite here, but I was told that on God Bless Football, John Taffer did this on set. He did. So we're going to try to track down that archival footage.
Okay, all right. This is when you guys were at the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, this was Vegas. I
Vegas
believe.
Super Bowl. I
Yeah.
remember being incredibly jealous. That was I was so
That they had Taffer?
that they had Taffer.
Really?
Yeah.
He was just wandering about. Anyone could have gotten him that day.
know,
Yeah.
but
He was just there.
That was one of the ones I wanted to be there.
Anybody could have gotten him. Wouldn't everybody want him?
Apparently not.
Wow, that's
It's one of those
crazy.
Tuesdays, like early in the week, where they have like a table. It's like the welcome committee's like, oh, we have John Taffer on behalf of the city of Las Vegas.
Been like, hell
We're
yeah.
like, okay, like we'll take him. The year before, we had Carrot Top when we were in Arizona. They flew Carrot Top in because he was going to promote the Super Bowl the following year in Las Vegas. Because I don't know if you know this. Apparently, there's a Super Bowl every year. Most people don't know it. You need Carrot Top to come and tell you next year there's going to be another Super Bowl, and it's going to be in Las Vegas. So we said, yeah, we'll take Carrot Top. But every city has like a little table, and they're like, we're going to have these people talk about either this year's city or next year's city on behalf. It's usually like a Monday or Tuesday when it's slow.
They're paid to do this?
They flew so we were talking to Carrot Top, not to put his business out there. We were talking to Carrot Top. They flew him in on a PJ that morning. He did like interviews for like an hour, and then he had a show at night, and they flew him right back. But he needed to be there for that hour to tell people the Super Bowl was going to Las Vegas the following year.
I went to a Stanley Cup final between Vegas and Florida.
God, I miss the Panthers.
And you know how they do in-arena entertainment? They have trivia questions or whatever, shell game.
Mm-hmm.
The in-arena host in Vegas asked a gentleman to participate in one of the games and just casually interviewed him. The gentleman was John Taffer.
Really?
Yeah, and she didn't know.
No way.
At all.
Okay, I'm Googling this.
Everybody in the arena was like pointing. So it was so bad that
Like, did she say, what's your name? I'm John.
he just casually answered, and the camera moved away, and he was like, that was weird. And then it was so obvious that a mistake was made that 10 minutes later, they came back with John, I just noticed who you were. Like, that was a tough look.
Wow, I'm looking at there's a lot of Taffer Golden Knights content. It's him with a very large Golden Knights jersey on. Which is funny because he has short
20
arms.
CB.
He's got short arms. He can't.
I'm sure he's done like pregame entertainment before. He was just casually asked a trivia question at the Stanley Cup final. He's often at the Knights games.
Everyone's there, huh? Let's say Little John is there.
Mm-hmm. All the residencies, all the resident DJs in all the casinos. They often do
They have a
stuff
fun
there.
in-game experience.
Yeah, it is really fun.
Yeah.
They got us at one time.
Oh well, yeah, 2 years ago.
Well, they got us 4 times. We only got them 1 time.
I was there when they clinched. It was brutal.
It's tough.
Were you as a show employee or as a fan?
No, I just went.
You just went.
Yeah.
Man, you
That's hard times.
just got it like that, huh? We'll
Wait,
just go to
maybe
Vegas. For
that
the
one I
Stanley
may have
Cup.
actually, because remember the next morning I was on the show. That one they may have paid for my flight. I've gone to like I went to the Bills game a couple years ago. Like
It's not the flight that I'm curious about here, Chris. Anyone could fly to Vegas. It's not hard to fly to Vegas.
Right.
It's the Stanley Cup final.
Oh, like the entrance to the game?
Yeah.
I believe I did do that because the Metal Arc always does credentials, and I want to go.
Oh,
and
so
sit.
you said no to the credential. I'm gonna go.
Like they probably paid for my room and flight, and I was like, you know what? I'm not taking credential. I need to be. I'll buy myself a ticket because I want.
I don't want to behave.
And then we lost.
You need to be around everyone losing 8-1.
Right.
He wants to drink beer.
Miller Lite. Speaking of drinking beer, we got the video Taffer with Billy and Stugotz at the Super Bowl.
Right. Now, a lot of people that are rookie bartenders are so scared of too much head, they pour the beer like this,
Never.
right?
Yep.
Really slow.
I got to be honest. That's how I do it.
And your hair's getting gray, right? And I mean, this is the way they pour that beer.
Yeah.
Then the guy who's a more experienced bartender, you know, he'll fill the cup more like this, put the beer next to it, and give it to you that way. Now, what happens? If you drink that beer when you put it in your stomach, nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
But if you take this beer and put it in your stomach, look what happens.
Oh, wow. I didn't know my stomach was made of paper towel.
I'm simply showing you, if you pour it faster, you can drink more.
Right.
You see, when you pour it slow like this and it bubbles like that in your gut, you're going to drink less beer, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're bloated.
Yeah, but you feel like you're drinking more beer at the time, you know?
But neither of those is exactly correct. The middle is where you want to be, of course.
Billy, you disrespectful.
I still don't get it. Looking at the two, they look identical to me.
Well,
like the two cups.
Yeah, can I be honest?
It was the reaction to the paper.
Like, if I'm being honest, I don't know what he's trying to tell me there.
You don't want the beer expanding in your stomach, guys. This is science.
But there's less beer expanded in the one that was poured improperly.
I'm with Billy though. Like it seems like a paper towel is what creates this explosion. Like what in my stomach is.
When it encounters the lining of your stomach, it'll start doing that. Guys, science.
It's a big head, no head situation.
You don't
guys don't
get
it.
it.
You guys are no head guys.
I have bounty insides. Is the thing.
Why don't you get?
Oh no,
this?
I pour beers like this. Like when I'm out for a night, if I'm having a night, like first beer is being poured terribly because I'm like I got to create some. I don't want to
Don't we
fill
have
up.
proof of concept? I used to do it the way just drinking it out of the can, and I would get more bloaty than I do. This is not my mind playing tricks on me, guys.
And that was a Miller Lite, despite the beer being cold.
I pour my canned and bottled beer in. I ask for a glass so I can pour it in and release the bubble so it's not in my tummy.
So whenever you're out,
easier.
so if you go to Las Rosas, you say, "Let me get a Miller Lite." Mm-hmm. You're gonna ask them to pour it in a glass.
That's right. Unless it's just like I only want one beer.
Now,
because then getting bloaty, I'm not going to get bloaty off of one beer.
What happens if they pour it the incorrect way according to Taffer?
Well, we have cans, and there's also draft beer. I don't think we have any bottles, but I would ask for a cup and pour it into the cup.
You would do yourself.
Yeah.
You wouldn't tell them to do it.
I could tell them, and they would be helpful too.
Would they do it the right way?
Pour it like a savage is what I would tell them.
You can order a beer like a steak. Like I'll take my beer big head.
Really?
Yeah. No, I'm kidding. I don't know if you
I was about to go.
Can I get medium head, please?
I always say pour it like a savage and just leave me the can.
Give me my beer with some head, please.
Give me a Taffer.
Give me a lot of head.
Give me the Taffer.
Get thrown out.
Yeah.
So more head the better. That's what we're saying?
Yeah, because you don't want that happening in
That's
your
how I live.
stomach. It's science.
More head state.
Paper towels, as you know.
Kenneth Fareed, the manimal.
Playing in Puerto Rico, by the way.
Yeah, he is. Still
playing.
playing. Still out here.
Still doing his thing.
Still doing his thing.
That was a guy who I didn't think that was going to be that good. Ended up being someone decent in that game we played a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, he's
hung around a lot longer than I thought.
Yeah, well, he's an effort guy. Like he was never going to be more
High
than
motor.
than what. But the high motor will get you places.
I mean, didn't his skill set appear at a time? Like that was like the only window of time that it could work for Kenneth Fareed in NBA history, maybe.
I think it could work now, but again, it's like
he didn't know how to shoot though.
no, yeah, but like he's not going to be a starter.
Everyone needs there's only like guys like that are matchup dependent.
He's the guy that would be your 1 in, 4 out, 1 in, and then he's the guy that set the screen and then you throw lobs because he's a great athlete. He's going to finish above the rim.
But night in, night out, starting at the 4 in
Not
today's
starting.
NBA,
No,
that doesn't happen. He had a really nice career.
He
Kenneth
couldn't
Fareed.
start. Yeah, he hit the exact window of time where he could make money and play and have a resume.
Yeah, because there was that slight window like, oh, we don't need a cement block footed power forward. Let's get an athletic guy, a nimble guy to come out and guard some of these guys that can shoot. But then the game evolved so quickly that guy also needs to be able to shoot and handle and do all that stuff.
I don't think he needs to. I think you can still be a big that is like active and dunks and rebounds and defense. Problem is he wasn't a good defensive player. Like he was a guy that got lost in schemes and stuff like that.
Well, people think that because he was just a rebound guy.
It was just look. I watched a lot of Kenneth Faried.
No, I know.
He was the
great nickname though.
The great nickname, the Manimal. Again, I'm always a fan of when you have a good nickname, like a real nickname, not like a play on your name or something like Joker. I don't like that nickname. I get it. I get why. I don't think it's creative enough.
Right, like he's not a joker. He doesn't have personality of a joker. His style of play is not how Joker would play. I think I'm with you there.
What's the best nickname in the NBA right now? What's the best nickname in team sports? I know UFC has this thing on lock. Everyone's got a nickname.
Yeah.
But like in team sports, in the NFL and baseball, right now, the best active nickname. I'm trying to. If I hit you with, well, I can't say Slim Reaper because Durant does not. No one calls
Durantula?
him that. No. There's someone who's tried a baseball player, right? He's trying to steal the name Durantula. We're like, no, you don't get to do that. There's a whole sneaker named after that, right?
That's active, though. That's tough,
I'm telling you, they're not good. Like Donovan Mitchell, Spider Mitchell's like, that's okay. That's
with an A, yeah.
Right? Does Bam count as a nickname?
Because he's Idris now.
Yeah. Is that it? Bam? Is Bam the best? Greek Freak?
Freak's not bad. That's a really good one.
It's not bad.
Honey Badger.
Honey Badger.
Do they still make posters?
No longer active.
Retired.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Retired or not retired? Retired.
Can you go to a department store and buy a poster to hang up on your wall, or do you have to go on the internet to do that these days?
We talked about this on the Dracula 2000 episode of Cinephobe. All you have to do is go to the Virgin Megastore.
I love that.
And they've got plenty of posters
perusing through the entire archive of the catalog of poster options.
You want Jim Morrison?
Now this is the Eminem poster I need to have.
It's like Jim Morrison, Eminem, and then Tupac.
Yeah.
All eyes on me.
Christina Aguilera.
There it is.
The Millennium album cover.
There's the game.
Sitting on the wheel. On the rims. Oh man. Wow. Wait, what were you guys all poster people?
Oh yeah. Let's put together a top 5 posters.
Yeah. I have the feeling Zazzle had the one the Patrick Ewing one where he's taking a jump shot. It says Ewing in big
No,
block.
I had.
How dare you?
No, when I was a kid, I had all wrestling posters, and then when I was a teenager, I had all music posters. I never had.
What were your music posters?
Led Zeppelin, of course.
Okay.
Pearl Jam. Rage Against the Machine.
I've
Floyd.
got you as the Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon.
And Pink Floyd. I had the one with all the girls and the asses. You know, the album covers. Yeah.
2 Live Crew.
No.
Oh, that's the one.
That's the one I was thinking about.
That's the one I was thinking about. Yeah.
What about Scarface? I feel like in college,
I have one at my parents' house. I have a Scarface poster, the movie poster.
That tracks.
Not Ghetto Boys.
Framed.
The movie.
Is it framed?
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can take a picture of it.
And I had the big banner of Jim Morrison's mugshot, lewd and lascivious behavior.
Yep.
Dukes of Hazzard, Jessica Simpson. In my college dorm.
Oh,
That's
wow.
very embarrassing.
No, it's not. Cinephobe episode.
Also tracks.
Yeah.
I do wonder how my mother felt, because I was living with my mother at the time when I was in high school, and I started putting up the Zeppelin and the Pink Floyd posters. Like, she knew what I was up to, right?
You're
smoking weed.
Got to put the towel underneath the door. Put the towel
Did that
there.
ever work?
I don't know. I didn't get caught.
It's been passed down from generation to generation.
Dorms. Everyone in the dorms.
I tried it at hotel rooms.
Wet towel.
Not wet. Just the towel.
Not wet. Just the towel.
No, but wet. It gets in there better. And then it stops the actual smell.
It seals.
Somebody told me, I don't know who, I don't remember who it was. Somebody told me if you take a paper towel roll and then you put a Febreze thing on the other side of it, that the smoke.
Oh yeah, I've done that too.
Wait, what?
Where
you blow out the smoke that you just inhaled into the little like toilet paper roll with the Febreze, so that the smoke comes out smelling. On the other end? Yeah, so it comes out smelling like Febreze.
Oh, it just smells like Febreze and stank then, right? Like it's like that.
Again, we're trying to mitigate here, not completely.
I'm trying not to get caught. I'm only 16 years old. All right.
Oh man, the things that as a teenager you thought fly.
Oh, the things that we used to do as a teenager when it came to stuff like that I would never consider doing now because it's dangerous.
That's right.
Like the things I was doing back then. Oh, like what was I thinking, you know? Yeah. I remember one time though. You do everything not to get caught, right?
Yeah.
You know, you're doing such a good job. And you could even make up stories like, "Oh, what happened here?" you know? And then one night I left something in my pants. You know, goes to the wash.
Laundry? Oh.
Yeah, goes to the wash. And my mom comes out. She goes, "Hey, I found this in the laundry." And I was like,
What was the lie you came up with?
I got nothing.
You got nothing?
You always got to come up with something.
I hate cowards. You want to talk trash? You want to talk mess? Talk mess and own it. I hate cowards.
You someone in particular you're thinking?
Yeah, I'm thinking of someone in particular.
Are they in this room?
No, they're not in this room. We don't have we don't employ cowards around here.
Okay, very good.
I'm talking about Dylan Gabriel.
You didn't
Call,
like, you didn't like what he said.
You don't believe him?
I don't believe him. So if you don't know, Dylan Gabriel, he started for the Browns this weekend. He played all right, I guess.
A couple turnovers.
Afterwards,
I mean, pick six is bad.
Yeah, that's tough.
afterwards,
Losing the ball's bad.
he says, there are entertainers and there are competitors. My job is to compete.
Well, you can read into that, right? Yeah, let's read into that.
I mean,
He sure didn't entertain. We know that.
Mina said that his first drive looked good. And then I tuned in and I saw the other drives and they did not look good. But, you know, at least he has all the size that you want at the position.
my thing is this, man. It's all right. You're in a battle for who's going to get this spot. You're in a battle with another rookie. That guy brings a lot of pizzazz to the table. You're trying to position yourself as, I'm the steak and potatoes, and this guy is just all flash, right?
We all know that Flacco's starting, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is not.
Yeah.
This is,
No, but they're not. None of them are competing to start week 1. They're competing to start like week 6.
For the future
Right, but
of this
it's-
franchise,
but it's
buddy.
constantly being discussed on debate shows as if Shedeur Sanders or even Dylan Gabriel, much less so Kenny Pickett, as anybody else has a chance to start week 1 for the Cleveland Browns.
You know what?
It's going to be Joe Flacco.
You're right
healthy,
about
man.
that. You're right, because when else has it ever been? When else have we ever paid attention to the backup quarterback competition?
Quinn Ewers and Zach Wilson. What are you talking about?
We're paying attention.
That's
to
local,
that.
though, yeah.
No
one else.
This is
paying
a national
attention
show.
to that.
We're tastemakers.
It's not as sexy when you position it that way. But in league circles, they're all talking like this was always a plan. It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter what Shedeur does. Joe Flacco is starting week 1.
Sure, but we all know that this is for, again, both of these guys were highly touted prospects, despite where Shedeur was drafted, right? So this is, in essence, for the soul and the future of the Cleveland Browns.
Well,
You're not arguing for week 1. We're arguing for who's going to be the franchise quarterback one day.
right, but if the Browns spent their 3rd round pick on Dylan Gabriel and they never came back and selected Shedeur Sanders, no one would be paying any attention.
Of course not.
To what Dylan Gabriel is doing.
Of course not. But
None.
Dylan Gabriel would feel like this is my team. I'm not going to start in week 1, but eventually the keys are going to get handed to me, and maybe it happens next year. Maybe it happens like you guys have said in week 6.
The other thing, too, is they're probably assessing, all right, this next quarterback class is going to be really good in 26 coming out of college. Like, are we gonna
They
try
can't
and
take another quarterback. They have 8. They can't.
But they
continue to take
can, right?
quarterbacks.
If Gabriel's not good, if Shadeur's not good, if they have Flacco,
well,
Kenny
they have
Pickett,
Snoop. Also, they
they
signed
also
Snoop
have
Huntley
Snoop
for some
Huntley, and they
reason.
also have the one who should not be named. So we've got 7 quarterbacks trying to vie for face of the franchise. Joe Flacco's too old; he's going to be gone. Kenny Pickett is a journeyman at this point; he's not good. So you've got these 2 guys, and it's like, all right, if they're not good this year, next year, if the Browns are going to be bad, which I think they will, they're going to have a good spot to get a good quarterback next year.
We were talking at the beginning about the comment, though. Like, was that a shot at Shedeur? Dylan Gabriel claims he's been saying this. He said it at college. Like, it's just one of his sayings.
That's his sayings.
That the media's, the entertainers, and we're competing. So, like, I don't know. I kind of believe that. Like, why would he?
Like we're supposed to know Dylan Gabriel lore?
But it's just like, but you're taking it and just assuming it's a shot, and he clarified. I'm
Chris,
passing along his notes.
Chris,
This ain't exactly Waylon Yutani.
Look, man,
I'm just pointing out. You said it seems like a shot, and he's saying it wasn't.
But are we taking his word for it? Is this documented? And
I am looking for. I don't see the old quote.
And originally, that if he did say it earlier, that was a shot at someone else.
Right. Like, you don't say like, and it's not at the media.
That's what he's saying it is.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if it's the media, you would say something like, look, media's job is to entertain. Our job is to compete. He didn't say that.
I mean, when he was asked to follow up, he did say that exact thing.
But why? When did he feel the need to differentiate between the media and the players, that one are entertainers and the other are competitors? Do some people think that the media are competitors?
Well, no, I think the narrative got out there that was a shot at Shedeur. And he's like, I want to clarify the media.
No, but that's back to what I'm originally asking. Like, does he feel the need to make sure that everybody knows that the media are not competitors, that we're competitors? What does that even mean?
It comes from the quarterback school of obvious.
Well, this is where the media is at fault. We all know.
It's our fault now?
No, this is where the media is at fault in that everyone in this room seems to understand the game. It's being presented on TV like this is a quarterback battle because it's not as interesting to talk about who's going to be third string on the depth chart or what have you, right? So they feed into this narrative where all these guys are competing and trying to drive wedges and people are picking their favorite in a bad faith gambit that all these guys actually have a chance to start off the bat when it's going to be Joe Flacco.
No, but Mike, I'm gonna push back on you this way. Do you think Joe Flacco is gonna start 17 games, barring injury?
No one believes that. No one that's paid attention to the Cleveland Browns lore for the last 40 years knows exactly how this is gonna go. Yeah. But also, I think that all too often media gets lumped in with what's atop the food chain. Talking about the first take type of media of the world that unfairly trickles down to all the beat writers. And beat writers are literally incentivized to find these storylines and keep you engaged.
I mean, their eyes lit up with that quote.
Yeah. Well, that's on Dylan Gabriel.
It's on Dylan.
That's a data point, my friend.
Mike, my thing is this, is normally you're right, where people assign the media to what Stephen A. and company are talking about. Like, that's not the media. That's one show, right?
He represents us.
He doesn't represent all of us. He represents himself. He represents his show and what he does. And that should not be how, which is what athletes do. They perceive that's how all media, all beat writers, everyone's doing that.
They also do this with just random Twitter accounts. They say. They say quickly becomes the media.
Right. Because social media equals media for some athletes, right? But in this case, in this particular case, this isn't a concoction because none of us expect Joe Flacco to be starting 17 games barring injury, right? We all expect at some point, Joe, give me the ball, and we're going to send in the lefty or whatever, right?
Be it in effectiveness or, hey, we just got to eval these guys. No one really expects their season to be good. I'm sure Joe Flacco takes exception to all of this, being like, hey, just 2 years ago, I was comeback player of the year over a player who died on the field.
You think he takes exception?
I mean, he took this team to the playoffs.
I think he knows the drill.
I feel like even him at this point, he's like, I'm Joe Flacco.
He beat a guy who died for comeback player of the year.
That's pretty impressive,
I'm sure he's got an ego about it. He's a Super Bowl champion.
That's almost as impressive as Tony's worst day of his life.
Worst night of my life, dude.
And I'm sure, yes, maybe there's part of it. Like, well, you did that 2 years ago, but now you're older. Can you do it again? He's looking around like, I'm literally the only guy in this uniform outside of Baker Mayfield that you've had proof of concept over in the last 25 years.
Hold on. Jameis did Snow Angels.
Yeah, you didn't get to the playoffs.
Big game. That was a big game.
Joe Flacco got to the playoffs. Joe Flacco got to the playoffs and was comeback player of the year. Joe Flacco was, at times, really good for that franchise when they were desperate and happy that Watson got hurt. And they pushed Joe Flacco out to appease Watson.
Right.
Something that they should have never done.
I'm not doubting Joe Flacco's effectiveness. I'm just saying, we're all saying, I think, Mike, he's got to look around and know the deal. Like, he sees they didn't draft two quarterbacks because they thought you're so awesome and this job is yours forever. Mm-hmm. You are here basically keeping a seat warm for whoever the heir apparent is going to be.
Right, but he's going to have the ego, like, good luck getting this job. I'm not going to let you have it.
You have to rip it from me, absolutely. But it's going to get ripped from him. And so to me, I don't think it's a disingenuous conversation to be like Gabriel versus Sanders, who's going to win out. Even though it is
that way. It should be framed that way.
Well, how's it being framed?
It's a quarterback battle. Who's going to be starting for the Cleveland Browns?
I don't think it's it's being framed that way. I think it's implied. I think everyone who talks about it knows that Flacco is the starter week number 1. It's all about at some point in the middle of the season, probably before the middle of the season, because yes, like Tony said, next year is supposed to be a very good quarterback class, which, by the way, this year was supposed to be a very good quarterback class. So it's hard
Jackson Dart.
It's hard to, really predict the way that that's going to wind up going down, but they're going to have to see both of these guys at some point during the season, which means that it's only Flacco for the first few weeks.
And the first few weeks are brutal. They play Bengals, at
great.
Ravens, Packers, Lions, Vikings, Steelers, and then Dolphins.
He's not making it out of that stretch.
Yeah, like it's perfect.
Brutal stretch.
He's not making it out of that stretch.
When I say it's perfect, because they're going to have a bad record. It's like, okay, great. Now we're going to the other guy.
Thank you for including the Dolphins in that. That made me feel a little better.
Well, the Dolphins is like the first winnable game.
That's where you start.
You could have ended the week before.
It honestly made I felt good there, just being included.
Wait, do the Dolphins come after a bye? Because we're definitely getting a quarterback change there.
No, it's not at Steelers. Their bye week is, I think, later in the season.
How many over under 3.5 Cleveland Browns quarterbacks we see this season?
3.5?
Yeah, that's a lot.
3.5 is a lot.
It's a lot.
2.5, I say over.
2.5, easy over.
I'm going over 3.5.
Wow.
You're saying Flacco, Pickett, Gabriel, Sanders.
And we're talking. Okay, are we talking starting or taking snaps?
They take the field.
Okay, yeah, I'm going over.
And I'm not counting.
Take the field over.
Not counting Wildcat packages.
No, I'm going over then.
Over.
If they
If
have
you said
to decide,
starting, I would have thought twice about it, but just taking snaps at any point, I'm going over.
if they're thinking of taking another quarterback next year, what Zaz is saying is right. Like, you need to give Shador
Got it.
and Dylan both chances. And even then, when you're playing both of them, you're not going to get enough to decide if that's your franchise quarterback because they're not going to have a long enough leash to struggle and come back.
Unless one of them comes out the gates just blazing, and then it's like, oh, it's his job now.
It's a very strange franchise that has looked for an answer at quarterback. They had 2 guys that took them to the playoffs, one of them being a former number 1 overall pick, the other guy being a former Super Bowl champion. And they pushed them out the door. It's so bizarre.
It's because they're white. Top 5 posters, Mike.
Top 5 posters all time.
Two Americas.
And this is subjective. Yes, this is going to be a 2 Americas sample. Actually, I think you'll be happy with this
You know
list.
what? Let's see. I
really do.
I'm keeping an open mind.
Does Roy want to get his own? Maybe?
Roy, yeah.
Well, you got a list?
No, I don't have a list.
It's going to be the Russian rocket, number 1. I had that poster, too. I bet you his list is going to be wider than mine.
Roy's posters would be like just posters you've had, Roy.
Ooh, I
Ultimate
would
Warrior?
love to do that. I would love to do the posters that we had. All right, top 5 posters all time. OLI. The Beatles, Abbey Road.
Crossing the street. Yep, everyone knows that one.
OLI, Keep Calm, Carry On.
Yeah. Oh my God.
A staple of a '90s dorm.
Oh my God. And came back like during the Olympics. I want to say 2012 Olympics.
Yeah, and final OLI, although you could have several others. Muhammad Ali.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, I had that one. Yep, I had that.
Standing over
Or Sonny Liston.
over Sonny Liston, right here in Miami.
That was. I think that was the only sports poster I had up in my room. I had
Really?
that. Yeah.
Interesting.
Did it have like a motivational quote on it?
No.
Ooh.
I
like what you're thinking.
I
Because
got
number 5 on my list, I mean.
What is it?
Dennis Rodman, full extension, give everything. Oh, lay out for that ball, I mean. Perfectly flat.
Oh, that table?
Oh, no.
That table.
Oh, no, get off the table. Get off the table.
Get it off.
Give less, not everything.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
That was almost bad.
This cost $7.2 million.
Number 4. Hey, you want to show people that you have a sense of humor, but you're also an intellectual at your college dorm? Albert Einstein, tongue out.
I'm playful, but I'm smart too.
But I'm learned. You want to show people that you like smoking weed? Bob Marley.
Yeah.
I had that one.
Oh, man.
The one where he's like half a lion.
Oh, that's a sick one. I love that one, actually.
There isn't a single one. It's usually him smoking. It could be his
Mine
greatest
was
hits
like,
album.
he's looking this way,
Half
and then like
a
a
lion.
lion's looking the other way.
But the lion has the dreads, too.
Yeah.
It's corny, that poster.
No, come on.
What do
man.
you know?
Number 2. Another Chicago Bull full extension type of poster. Michael Jordan, wings.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And number 1, tip of the hat, highest selling poster of all time. Before my time, but we respect the GOATs. Farrah Fawcett, red swimsuit.
Yeah. Yep.
What was that, 10?
Let me look
10.
that one
Yep.
up.
With the hair, right?
Take this thing for a walk.
I don't know, man. I kind of feel like Scarface needs to be there. I feel like everyone I knew in college had the Scarface.
I didn't want to personalize it because in Miami, for sure, and I didn't think that this was like, this is my sample.
It was worldwide, man. Every single college dorm had Scarface. Everyone.
I'm searching for mine, by the way.
Godfather also. The
I have one of those.
The little puppet thing strings.
Oh, the mandolin?
Marionette.
Marionette.
The marionette strings. That one. What are other? The movie posters. The Heat. Heat was a big one.
Heat was a big one.
I feel like Reservoir Dogs was a big one.
Reservoir Dogs.
If you were a film student, you had that. You had Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction. The Uma Thurman.
On the bed.
I would usually go to the Blockbuster Video and say, "Hey, are you throwing away any movie posters?"
You would do that?
Dude, I had a Dead Presidents poster.
Oh, that was a great one.
I got
Dead Presidents was a great one.
I had a Batman Forever poster on my wall. I had so many posters. I can do posters in my room. Another top 5.
Go ahead.
Where are they, Mike? Where are they?
What happened?
Man, I lost every single one of those. We were bankrupt after a while.
Oh. Blockbuster or your family?
As a family?
It was a whole thing.
Blockbuster, too.
Moving my grandpa. Drugs.
And your grandpa didn't believe in posters.
Yeah. My grandfather was like big into the tribulation and the rapture. So that.
What
no
if you
posters.
I just like the idea of you like moving in like, hey grandpa, and then you start putting up your
Yeah, what if you just start putting them up?
This is the devil's work. This is El Diablo. And he just ripped it up and you're like,
If I wanted a poster, I'd go to Sunset Place Virgin Megastore and I would just say, man, that would look good on the wall someday. Not with grandpa. All right, let me get to work on this top. I'm curious at the posters that you guys all had growing up.
Man, I don't think I had posters, to be honest with you, man. I didn't, like, definitely not growing up. I didn't have posters. When I went to college, then it turned into, like, I was getting, like, pictures, like, but big poster-sized photographs of, like, John Starks dunking on.
So, like, posters?
No, they were actually photographs, though.
They were poster-sized photographs?
Yes.
So posters.
No. Posters is different. Posters, you roll it up. You can't roll up.
Well, why would you pay for poster-sized photographs? That seems expensive.
I was getting them signed. So this is when I was working for the Hawks. So like I would get these things signed, and there's a guy that I knew. He collected memorabilia. He said, "I will send you 2 of everything, and you get to keep 1." And so that was the deal. And I was getting John Starks dunking on Horace Grant and Michael Jordan. That one, I had that signed. Allen Houston hitting the shot. Again, man.
We don't have to talk about that.
Yeah, I get that.
It was
something you shouldn't be doing as a team employee.
I was like a part-time employee at the time. It didn't matter.
What's the matter with you, dog?
Man, I'm telling you, it was behind the shot. You saw the shot clock and you see his release, and everyone's just
everyone knows, man.
Yeah,
it's a great shot. It's a great shot.
What'd you do with the poster pictures?
Oh man, they got stolen.
Stolen?
Yeah.
By who?
I don't know.
Oh.
Guy you sold the phone cards to?
Oh, the phone cards. Don't get me started on that. Now, that's
what a scheme you run over.
Someone like broke into your house and all of a sudden, like, what's missing? Like, my posters.
The dorm. I was moving out for the summer, and so I had my stuff in a box, and I had a bunch of stuff in there. A bunch of stuff. It was the pictures. It was some jerseys. It was like a warm up. All that got stolen, bro. Devastating.
All right, here are the posters that I can remember that I had growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
Do you know the pose?
He was in front of a blue background, and it was just him, like,
I think I had
up.
the same one.
This is the WWF, right? Yeah.
Then I had a Sting poster. WCW Sting,
okay,
not the police Sting.
Okay, I was like,
not Fields of Gold Sting. No, it was just a Sting in front of like a Sears backdrop, white tights.
Put on the red light.
Batman Forever. What a soundtrack.
You know what's crazy? I was thinking about this literally yesterday because some commercial had Seal Kiss from a Rose in it.
What a song.
And I was thinking to myself, man, that song is so ubiquitous, people don't even remember that was a Batman song.
Yep.
That was a Batman song.
Dead Presidents.
Oh. Went to see the movie on the poster alone.
It was a great poster.
Great poster.
The white makeup.
White makeup, the lighting.
Chris Tucker's in this?
Yeah,
incredible.
Yeah.
Just look down. Kathy Ireland.
Really? The one? In the swimsuit?
Yep.
Really?
Now, are these all up at the
take
same
this for a
time?
walk.
No, this is over the course of like 8 years or so.
You had a cat that, no wonder your grandpa flipped out.
Yeah. Christina Aguilera.
Genie in a Bottle?
It was like a part of that album shoot because
It was in the desert, right? And it was like
she
low
was
light?
just kind of casually leaning on the side of a doorway.
Do you know the one I'm talking about where it's like in the desert and it's like low light? It's like maybe like dusk.
Let me take that one for a walk.
Yeah.
I randomly had a Drew Bledsoe one.
Drew Bledsoe.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm looking at Kathy Ireland.
I'm trying. There was a Patriots and there was like a nickname of sorts. And
Drew
there was,
Bledsoe
like, a
much that he
US
needed a
flag.
transfusion. Who remembers that? No one remembers that?
had-
There was hold on before we go on. So there was a This Is Sports Center commercial where they were like training people to be Sports Center anchors, and Boomer is like, "All right, what's Drew Bledsoe's nickname?" And the guy raises his hands like, "Drew Bledsoe much that he needed a transfusion," and the guy's like, "Trick question. There is no nickname for Drew Bledsoe."
It was Drew Bledsoe in front of an American flag. It said Drew Bledsoe Patriot Games.
Electric.
Okay,
That's a book fair poster if I ever heard
Yeah,
one.
it's a Scholastics poster.
Hold on, no.
Those are good. Those are like card stock.
Love those.
But to take the name of a popular movie that had been released a few years earlier and apply it to a sports situation, let me tell you something. I remember there was one. Who was it? It was someone from Cincinnati. It was like the Hunt for Red October, and I was like,
Andy Dalton.
That's a dope nickname.
Jeff October.
I had the Dan the Man Marino poster.
Oh, nice. Is he in the Zubas?
Ooh, the quarterback club. I may have had that quarterback club one. Man, that's such a huge part of my childhood. Maybe I had that poster, but I don't remember it specifically or vividly. Fight Club. That one's still around. It's this is the movie poster. I randomly had an Indianapolis Colts poster just because I wanted something to fill out my room, and I eventually, in fact, I can take it out of the frame. I just put the Fight Club poster over that because I wanted it framed.
Oh, the soap.
Mm-hmm.
The
soap, and
one.
then like the hitting grin that Brad Pitt had, and
Fight Club was the first ever DVD I bought.
Really?
Wow.
Yep.
Mine was Long Kiss Goodnight.
Oh,
good movie.
It's a great movie.
That's
Is that
a
holiday
good movie.
It's a great rewatchability, man.
Very
Meh.
good movie.
Great movie. And
No?
then,
I'm not a Rennie Harlan guy. I don't like that guy.
really? Oh,
No.
because of Die Hard 2?
Exactly.
You got to forgive him for that.
I can't.
It was
I can't
good
do
enough.
He almost destroyed everything.
And finally, Eminem. There was one with him shirtless and like with a microphone in his mouth, and he was like that.
You know, you could have just grabbed the microphone
Yeah.
as opposed to
He was
pat
like,
it.
he was like that.
The microphone was like this. You guys, I'm trying to find current NBA nicknames, and it's
tough.
It's like
When you said active,
It's
it's
just Giannis.
Alex Caruso, the bald Mamba.
no. But we don't call him that. We call him that like on this side. Like NBA people don't call him that.
Yeah, that's true.
Austin Reeves, Hillbilly Kobe.
DeMar DeRozan, Debo. They do call him Debo.
You know about Debo?
I guess Joker.
Billy doesn't.
Joke, yeah, but I don't like Joker.
Durantula.
Durantula,
Again, we don't call him that. We call him
An-
KD.
The Splash Brothers.
yeah. Well, they're not together anymore, so you can't.
Dame Time.
Dame Time is a good one.
Dame Time's good.
But it's more about the moment than it is.
King James.
We don't call him Dame Time like in the second quarter.
McBob.
Oh, who remembers him? Josh.
Can't forget.
Ant-Man for Anthony Edwards.
Eh.
I feel very underwhelmed right here. I feel very underwhelmed.
Like we're not making the big tickets anymore.
big tickets.
The Process.
Big tickets. Good.
Big tickets are good.
Is Joel Embiid the Process?
Process is over, buddy.
They do call, but like, yeah. I mean, yeah. Look, when he was doing well, people really like to tout that one. I'll give him that.
Jimmy Buckets
That's
/
a good one.
playoff Jimmy.
That's a good one.
I don't like either of those. Here's why. Playoff Jimmy, super unimaginative. Jimmy Buckets wouldn't be bad, except for the fact that it's become parlance for anyone who gets buckets to be called like Michael Buckets and Jacob Buckets, and everyone's a Buckets now. So
Scary Terry.
Scary Terry's a great one.
Cat.
Not that scary.
Cat is one that people use all the time.
Yeah, Cat is one that people use.
And the Brow.
The Brow is one that people use. They're not cool though.
Playoff Pete.
Scary Terry that's a great nickname.
Like if he was really good.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, if he was like, not even really, like if he was just a defensive pest like he was when he was in Boston. Scary Terry
had the mask.
Oh yeah, show up to the game in a mask. Yeah. Kevin Herter, Red Velvet.
Not bad, but nobody's ever heard of that.
Yeah, that's true. Kyrie Irving, Uncle Drew. No one really calls him that.
No one calls him that.
Tough, man. Tough. Isaiah Joe, stroking Joe.
Ah, that's crazy.
That is crazy. I just wanted to say that. Oh!
Breaking NFL news.
Well, you gotta
former Miami Dolphins corner Xavier Howard has signed with Miami's Week 1 opponent, the Indianapolis Colts.
Okay.
Is he coming in with all the info? This is what they like.
He's coming in saying they got no corners, so go deep.
I know. I was there.
So what would a team have seen from him now that they didn't see last year? He went the whole year without playing.
Him being healthier?
All right.
Connect 4. Dalton Connect. That's a good one. That's a good.
I mean, I didn't know who you were talking about.
Yeah,
I thought you
can't
were like,
be a
why
good
is he
one,
talking
though.
about a board game all of a sudden?
Connect 4. Yeah, Dalton Connect. And he wears number 4.
It says Trey Young's nickname is Ice Trey.
Yeah.
That's
That's
a legitimate nickname. It's probably one of the better ones that we've got going on right now. The Claw for Kawhi Leonard.
The what?
The Claw.
Oh, the Claw.
Yeah. We just call him Kawhi.
Jonathan Kuminga. Should I say his nickname?
Sure.
CB.
Well, no, it's not. It's a bucket of some sorts.
KB.
I'm going to go with no if you're that nervous about it.
I'm not nervous, but just I'll let you guys know.
Especially
Jonathan Buckets?
knowing where your line is.
Brooke Lopez, Splash Mountain.
Never heard of
I never heard that.
I've heard that a lot, and it's because not only is he big and he hits threes, but huge Disney fan.
Disney adult, yeah.
Loves Disney.
Did anybody else have posters growing up?
I mean, I did. Like I said, they were all those music posters. And I had wrestling posters before that. Yeah.
Just a one wrestling poster?
No, I had Hulk Hogan. I had the Hulk Rules one that you just talked about. Yes, for sure. I also had an Ultimate Warrior poster, and I had Demolition. Yeah.
Demolition Man?
Demolition Man?
No, Axe and Smash. What's wrong with you?
Oh, sorry.
The Demolition Man poster was hot,
You took
too.
me back. I had a Demolition Man poster.
Yep, right? Wesley and Stallone.
Face to face.
Yep.
Face to face. Oh, man.
Oh, and I also had Heart Foundation. Those were like the ones that I had. Those are my wrestling posters.
You really was about that life, huh?
Not was.
Yeah, man. When I was like 8, 9, 10 years old, I had all wrestling posters.
Just went to SummerSlam.
SummerSlam 2 weeks ago.
I know, but like it's different when it's like you're surrounding yourself with like the idea that look, he loves sports. He's
I
always
used to
loved
get
sports.
WWF the magazine in the mail every
Right?
month.
Did you ever want to be a wrestler? And when did you? No, never. A manager?
I knew I wasn't going to be big enough, Amin.
Did you want to be a manager?
No.
See yourself like, I could be Jimmy Hart.
No.
Or I could be Mean Gene Okerlund.
I was about it, man. I loved it. It was my love growing up.
Dude, the poster for Demolition Man is
This
so
is
great.
electric.
I'm telling you, man.
You
like,
have John Spartan and Simon Phoenix facing off. Stallone over John Spartan. Snipes over Simon Phoenix. Subtext below Stallone's
What's the
face.
tagline?
Wait. We're getting there.
Oh,
This
okay.
has a lot of script.
This is I've never seen this movie. This is electric.
Yeah.
You've
You never seen
I've
it?
never seen Demolition Man.
All right,
What?
so it sets up your face off, and it's got the 21st century's most dangerous cop.
I'm in.
Then under Snipes, the 21st century's most ruthless criminal.
Oh, I'm double in.
Demolition Man. And then below that, the future isn't big enough for the both of them.
Oh my God! Are you kidding me?
Tony,
3 she-cells.
I know a lot of people listen to the show like, here they go. They're talking about these old-ass movies. I am telling y'all right now, I guarantee thorough entertainment if you watch this movie.
Wow.
Tonight.
Always
Strictly in the
This-
United States.
This strictly in the United States. This
Old-ass
movie
movies.
it is electric, right? And
It's
by
a
the
fun
way,
movie.
not for nothing. Guess what? Kind of prophetic.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kind of prophetic.
Yeah, Taco Bell, yeah.
Taco Bell is everywhere. Number one. Number two. People getting fined for saying the wrong things. Oh, you are. Wait, Mike used to do this really well.
Don't forget 3 shells.
3 Seashells, greatest mystery in cinematic history? Of
Absolutely. Still trying to figure it out.
course.
Mike, I just cursed in the future. What happens?
John Spartan, you've been fined 1 credit for.
There you go, man. They
Oh,
what
Too
that's
close
that's
to that,
from.
actually.
I've heard that reference before.
right?
Yeah.
That
Was
and
a
then
rejoin.
then also
Caveman.
the VR. They got the VR in there.
Yep.
That did not look like good sex.
It didn't, but it's VR.
And it's a really young Sandra Bullock. She was so cute.
She still is.
Yeah, she still is, yeah.
I love Sandra. Fuck you. I love Sandra Bullock. Horrible bosses.
Stan
too.
Cortez, I think, plays 2 roles in this.
Really?
Really stretches it. Yeah. Dan Cortez, yeah. I think is he the singer? Is he the lounge singer? Garden in the valley, valley in the garden.
I haven't seen a movie in 30 years.
No way.
Of the jolly
We should have a
green
rewatch.
giant.
Let's have a rewatch right now. Fire it up, video team. Demolition Man, right now.
Will be your second screen experience.
Exactly. You'll watch us watching
Fall
Demolition
camps are
Man.
closing everywhere. Installs going in. We're going to rewatch Demolition Man.
I'll tell you, I mean, two kinds of movies. I'll watch all of them. I love time travel movies. And this, I mean, does this count as time travel?
Yeah.
It's
Well,
futuristic.
They were
John's Ford- yeah.
cryostasis, so it is kind of time travel of a
Okay.
sort.
Yeah.
I'll watch any time travel movie, and I'll watch any prison movie. I love time travel. I love prison.
Escape
I don't want to
Plan?
go to prison because I would be holding somebody's pocket. It would go terribly for me.
This is a perfect film because it's kind of both.
Yeah, there's prison in the future.
Yeah.
You like Time Cop?
Love
I was going to say, that's like
Time
combo.
Cop. Love Time Cop.
Time Cop.
Great movie.
Foul.
Dude, Time
Great
Cop,
movie.
great, and also Time Cop, I think I could do it better. Hollywood, give me a budget. You guys love existing IP. Give me a budget.
It's a great movie.
Time Cop should have been him. Most of it should have been him trying to solve the mystery, going through time, trying to find these crimes that he was doing. Remember, he went back to like the stock market, and then he went back to like the Civil War and all that stuff.
Because that's how the congressman was raising
Was
the money
raising the
to
money.
become president,
Yep.
right?
That's how they should have done it. Instead, they kind of yada yada that part and got right into the conspiracy.
And he had Mia Sarah. I mean, I hadn't seen her since Ferris Bueller.
That's right. That's right, man. I forgot about that. Have you Escape Plan?
Yes, I like that movie.
Love Escape Plan.
I like that movie. Yep.
Love Escape Plan.
Yep.
Escape Plan 2?
No, I haven't seen Escape Plan
Oh.
2.
But you love the first one.
Yeah.
So
Whatever. I don't know all the time in the world to see every movie.
What more do they have to do?
Love prison movie. You ever seen Brawl in Cell Block 99?
No.
Oh, Vince Vaughn?
No.
That's a good movie.
I've seen that. That's good.
That's
Is
a
it
good movie.
Brawl in Cell Block 99?
Brawl in Cell Block 99.
I've never even heard of that.
Yep, that's a good movie. It's low
Vince Vaughn
budget.
playing a badass.
Yep.
This guys being dudes. This is what a podcast is. folks.
Time Cop and Demolition Man. I've got my viewing for the
You
next
haven't
couple
seen
days.
Time Cop
I have
either?
no idea.
Vince
Van
Vaughn
Damme's
is,
in it.
is
Wow.
bald in this.
Yeah, he's a badass.
I would now
90% on Rotten Tomatoes?
It's a very good movie.
It's good.
Hard Target is better than Time Cop.
No.
Yes, it is.
No.
He smacks the snake.
No.
Smacks the snake.
No. Time Cop's better, man.
Smacks the snake.
Time Cop, man.
What was yours, Mike? Hard
Hard
Target.
Target.
Hard
Okay.
Target.
think there's a great
So Tony,
fight
are
in
you
like a
are you not in
candy
on the
shop.
Van Damme movies?
No, I like Van Damme. Like, what was one of the other ones? Blood In,
Blood Out?
No, Bloodsport.
Bloodsport.
Yeah, it's called Bloodsport.
Kickboxer.
Kickboxer also.
Oh, that's the best nickname. That's the best nickname. James Johnson, Bloodsport. Hands down. I give you Bloodsport.
That's his nickname.
Don't I
That's
have
his
to
nick-
know it's his nickname for it to be a good one?
That's his nickname. That's his nickname. They call him Bloodsport. And it's like, it's the most fitting nickname in the world, right? This dude roundhouse kicking people.
Yeah.
Oh, Bloodsport.
My favorite prison movie?
Mm-hmm.
Shot Caller. You ever seen Shot Caller?
No.
Best prison movie.
Better than Shawshank?
Well, no. All
Okay.
right. I mean, like,
Better-
Shawshank's an all-time
Better
movie.
than Let's Go to Prison? You ever seen Let's Go to Prison?
Who's in that again?
Dax Shepard and
is it the one with DJ Qualls?
Arnett. Will Arnett.
Oh, no. I haven't
DJ
seen that.
Qualls had a run.
DJ Qualls, man. Road trip.
3-year run.
Yeah.
What about Get Hard?
Get
That
Hard.
movie's awesome. That movie's
Yeah?
so funny. Are you kidding me? But I don't know that it's really a prison
Yeah, I
movie.
was gonna
None of it
ask,
takes
is it a
place
prison
in
movie?
prison.
It's prepping him for prison.
Yeah, that doesn't really
It's
count.
leading up to prison.
Shot Caller, amazing prison movie. It stars Kingslayer from Game of Thrones. I don't
That's
know
his name. That's his name. Jamie Lannister.
Yes.
There you go.
Do you
the
watch
star.
just prison movies or prison shows too?
No, not really prison shows.
You didn't get into Prison
Prison Break?
Break?
Oh yeah, of course. Of course, I watched Prison
He had
Break.
the map on his back.
Incredible show, and I watched it when it was live, when it was on. It's not like somebody told me, "Oh, hey, you should go watch Prison Break." No, I'm an OG Prison Break fan. Love Prison Break.
How long did you go before you're like, this is
Yeah,
this is a
when they
little
kept
too
trying
much?
to break out of prisons, I was like, come on, man.
No, I lasted the whole time, but
Really?
granted, the first few seasons are the best.
Well,
I
they
mean,
didn't they try to run it back and reboot the series
they
several
did.
years later?
They did. Where Michael Scofield came back, he was alive.
Yeah.
What? How's he alive? Yeah.
You like that?
Did they bring him back?
Did you like the reboot?
I don't even remember it, so I couldn't have liked it that much.
All right.
Yeah. Love
What about
prison
other
movies.
prison movies. There are a lot of prison movies.
Hell yeah.
Deadpool 2. Prison movie.
That's not a prison.
Yes, it is a prison. What?
Shawshank Redemption.
That's a superhero movie.
Yeah, come on.
Steve Martin.
You said that? Well, you know.
He said that at the very top of the line. We've established that's the best prison movies. We don't even count it.
The warden was in Demolition Man.
Who
Really?
was?
Yeah.
Caveman.
Caveman.
Blood in, blood out. Prison movie.
Yep.
Yeah, I like how I'm testing. Like, Zaz, do you approve of this?
I can confirm.
Yeah.
Ernest goes to jail.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
How many places did he go?
Man, Ernest
lot.
got
He went to
around.
jail. He went
Mars?
to camp. He was scared stupid.
He was scared so stupid.
Oh, I got one for Zaz. I know Zaz is gonna love this one. Law-abiding citizen.
Great movie.
Oh, that's a good movie.
Foul.
Yep. Good movie.
Gerard Butler.
Good movie.
He goes to court, and then he actually argues for his freedom, and he wins, and then he goes off on the judge for letting him go. Like, he calls her all types of names. I'm not gonna get into it.
Shutter Island, prison movie?
No, it's mental
mental
asylum.
institution.
Yeah.
Different.
Prison of his own mind?
No. You're
Different
getting too complicated here.
Yeah.
Life.
Yeah.
Oh, Life was excellent.
Eddie
Life's
Murphy?
an excellent movie. Do I consider that a prison movie? I mean, I guess it
is.
is, but it's a comedy, you know?
They had to escape.
Cuckoo's Nest is not a prison movie.
No,
Nope,
that's mental
mental.
institution.
Mental institution. Yeah.
Dark Knight. Yeah. Or is it Dark Knight Rises? Which one is he in? He's got a.
In Dark Knight Rises,
Yeah.
he's in the
pit.
the
Yeah.
I
bullshit.
never really understood that.
Broken back.
Did they fly him out there? Where was this?
It's so
geographically?
strange because then when he breaks out of the prison, how does he so easily get back into Gotham, which is under Bane's control, and they're not letting you cross the bridge? It's really weird.
That is true.
It's a plot hole.
That's
It
a massive
is.
plot hole.
Yeah, what? Where the art direction here is all orange and dusty. All right, where is this? Just in the world.
Right outside of Gotham. You go a couple miles.
It may have been in Gotham. I mean, how do you get back into Gotham?
How do you get out of the desert once he got out of the hole?
There's
nobody there, right?
So much
Just
exposition needed here.
But broken back.
We,
Boy fixed it, remember, because he climbed up the thing. He fixed it.
look, Nolan was dealt a bad hand.
He was doing
Clearly,
push-ups.
the Joker was supposed to be a huge part of this story. Yeah. I think he did the best he could.
Honest to God, I watched Dark Knight yesterday. Movie's so good.
Yeah.
Heath Ledger, good performance.
Yes.
Anytime I watch a good movie, I feel like I've won the lottery. And just so you know, we're actually teaming up with Jackpocket, America's #1 lottery app. Play Powerball, Mega Millions, even scratch-offs, all with just a couple taps. New customers get $5 in lottery credit when you download the app. Opt in and use code SUPERFAN at sign-up. Go grab the Jackpocket app. Use that code, and that's it.
Dark Knight Rises better than Dark Knight.
Okay, that's just incorrect.
That's asinine.
Just incorrect. Now we're just saying things that are wrong.
I like Dark Knight Rises better. I think it's better.
Subjective.
I like Bane better than Joker.
Hey, guys, do Haywood Highsmiths grow on trees?
Yes, they do. We'll get into that once the live hour's over, right here on the Dan Le Batard Show with Stugotz.
Against the spread. Against the spread. Against the spread.
Against the spread.
Against the spread.
Against the spread.
Against the Spread, presented by DraftKings. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Roy, what do you got?
All right, we got Blue Jays and Pirates today. Toronto has had 4 straight games that went under the total run line versus the National League Central. The Blue Jays have won 7 straight road games in Pittsburgh. It's Kevin Gausman versus Paul Skeens. Skeens, 5 straight home games without allowing an earned run. His 2.13 ERA leads Major League Baseball. He has a 2.52 fielding independent pitching stat.
All right.
Preventing home runs, limiting walks, not hitting batters, and causing strikeouts. He's had 35 strikeouts in his last 5 games, and only half a home run per 9 innings. That leads the National League. So, it's Pirates. They are underdogs. They are underdogs by a run and a half. Go with them today.
Against the spread.
The spread.
Tony, what do you got?
Tonight, guys, we've got a masterful QB matchup in preseason NFL. We've got potentially Josh Johnson versus Desmond Ridder. Do you guys know what teams are even playing if I mention those 2 quarterbacks?
NFL.
Zaz, you're there. You're right there.
Commanders
Okay.
and Bengals.
Okay.
Wow.
Are you looking at my screen?
No, I just remember that Josh Johnson was a Commander last time.
Yeah. And you knew Desmond Ridder was a Bengal?
And I saw a preview for Monday Night Football, which is Commanders Bengals.
Wow. Well,
Or I'm just that smart.
you're just that smart. The Bengals -3.5.
You get tickets for that game at $11.
I'm telling you, go to Game Time. Figure it out. Taking the Bengals. Desmond Ridder and them boys.
What's going on with Trey Hendrickson, huh?
Trying to trade him now?
I mean, guy makes a big deal about
Figured
it.
to come to camp, you don't
he
get
leaves
paid.
Cincinnati, goes to Jacksonville, then he comes back, doesn't participate in anything. He's still not getting paid. Now they're going to trade him, maybe. What are they going to get for him?
Even in shape too to like get ready to play a game in a couple weeks.
Interesting.
I don't like it, but I like them.
Do Haywood Highsmiths grow on trees? Now, we have to parse what was actually fact, what was fiction. Haywood Highsmith was a valued part that was initially reported to, no, we're not going to offer him for KD. That's going too far.
There's no way that was true.
Then it was later clarified after certain people that cover the Miami Heat heard back from the Heat. And in no way is this propaganda. They cleared it up. I know it's good journalism, but the franchise maintained that narrative that they didn't want to part with Haywood Highsmith. That's a load of baloney.
Like, I got a lot of that over the weekend. This was the guy that the Heat wouldn't have parted with for Kevin Durant. Like, come on.
You have to understand that was initially reported. So I understand why people are of that impression. I ran with it for a while. But then I saw Barry's report that wasn't the case. And,
why would you run with that?
You guys know why? Because the apology is never as loud as the insult.
Because Shams Charania is got a good reputation.
All right, but he's not always 100% accurate.
That's what I've been trying to explain to people, man. None of these guys are infallible. Sometimes reports are wrong. It's not that the guy is an idiot or he made up a story or whatever. It's sometimes his sources were wrong.
Well, let's not get into that. We have the strongest indicator yet that was a false narrative and that Haywood Highsmith was just traded for nothing.
Literally nothing.
He wasn't traded for nothing.
It's
a heavily protected second-round pick.
That's not what they traded him for. That's what they got for him. That's not what they traded him for.
They traded him for Drew Smith. Is that what you want to say?
Traded him to get under the cap so they don't have to spend more money, which is not what I want to hear from my team ownership
that's
group.
not why either.
Spend money. I don't give a about your money. Go sell a couple extra cruises, Mickey. I don't care how much it costs you. Put a winning product on this court already.
It's not about the money.
What's it
it's
about?
actually more about trying to put a winning product on the floor.
Because the luxury tax inhibits a team's ability to make moves.
Exactly. So by going under the apron, now they're able to be active between now and the trade deadline.
Yeah, I got to get Kevin Durant when he's 55 years old. I give a shit about their future plans.
I want to back up Billy here. So much is made. Heat fans love celebrating the team getting under the apron. They love it. I'm not really sure how much it's benefited us in terms of their ability to make moves that help the team. It's just something that Heat fans love to celebrate, and the actual situation might just be the owner wants to save some money.
Mike, do you
Sell a couple more drink packages.
Do you like ice cream?
Occasionally, depends on how many milligrams.
Let's just assume in a world where your gut cooperates, you like ice cream.
Yes.
Right? Is it possible
You got that bad gut?
I feel like ice cream today, and you leave your house, but things happen and you never actually get any ice cream. That could happen, right? So in that case, you didn't get any ice cream, but you gave yourself a chance to get ice cream, as opposed to sitting your ass at home.
As a freedom-loving American, I love that I can get ice cream whenever I want.
Exactly.
I'd rather buy ice cream and have it melt than the idea of I could get ice cream if I wanted to get ice cream.
The equivalent here, I mean, would be if you always, every year, have the opportunity to get ice cream, but you never actually get it.
Man, it's a long line.
But you save
Long
the
line
money
for
the
the ice
ice
cream.
cream costs, so we should feel good about
There's
that.
a long line for the ice cream. No, like
Tariffs on ice cream.
There are tariffs on the ice cream. The NBA tax laws have ceased to be about money, and they're all about, can I do stuff now?
It's about roster building.
It's about roster building, and it's like you can pay the tax, but basically the way the tax rules work, they're letting you know you better love this team now, because if you're not in love with this team, you're locked in. You're locked into this, and you have no hope of adjusting, or very little hope, versus being a team with the flexibility. Again, yes, that doesn't guarantee that you'll get something done, but it allows you at least to be a player in that regard.
But I understand the Heat fans' frustration with, again, moving on from a player a couple days ago in Haywood Highsmith, who was a starting caliber player for you, and it's to make sure you have the flexibility. And the counter to that from Heat fans would be, that seems to be their MO every year, is we want flexibility. All right, well, when are we gonna push the chips to the middle of the table with that flexibility?
I'm gonna give you a great example of the last time they didn't opt for the flexibility? Can I interest you in Hassan Whiteside for $90 million? Can I interest you in Deion Waiters and James Johnson? That was the last time they were like, but these guys were good for us, and, we got to pay them. Well, forget about flexibility. Forget about trying to be flexible. Well, that's what happened. The idea is that, look, I like Haywood Highsmith. You're right. Good starting caliber player. Mm-hmm. The reality is, Mike started the segment with what question? Do Haywood Highsmiths grow on trees? Mm-hmm. For many franchises, no. For the Miami Heat, absolutely they do.
Here's where I get a little bit bothered. That's on the organization. Don't trust us with the flexibility because we're just going to do the Deion Waiters, Hassan Whiteside thing. Like, that's a cautionary tale.
But by
we
the way,
can't be trusted with this flexibility.
It's not about trusted with it. The idea is that this is a good player, but eminently replaceable.
Super.
So I can continue this game of go get the next Haywood Highsmith and get him cheap and keep this flexibility for the opportunity to go out and build.
Again, I don't think, maybe I'm not portraying my thoughts here properly. I'm not upset with them moving on from Haywood Highsmith because, like you said, stop giving the multi-year deals to guys who you could find
go
more
get another
of.
one, yeah.
I get that. The problem is it's like, okay, all I hear every year is flexibility, flexibility, flexibility. But when are we going to do something with it?
That's my point. It's like you're behaving as though they are not trying.
Oh, no, I get that.
But the reality is it's not unilateral. I don't just get to dictate, hey, man, you're going to play for us now.
Right.
There's other teams involved. There are other people, agents and players, and you do what you can.
Figure it out.
That's what they're trying.
Figure it out. Oh, we got Haywood Highsmith. Look, we developed him. Great. Now he's gone. Oh, Duncan Robinson. We developed him. Now he's gone.
I guess.
Max Strus. We developed him. Now he's gone.
The counter to that would be Boston seems to make big moves every year. Milwaukee seems to make big moves every year.
How is that working out for them?
They won an IST.
They're trying.
And it got undone by, what was going on in Damian Lillard's personal life and injury. But they were going for it, and you're sitting back and watching a team like Indiana make the finals. When they went for it with Pascal Siakam, forget the Whales. Let's try to improve on a roster that made it to a NBA Finals twice in 3 years. I understand that the narrative.
Think Indiana's a better example than
Knicks too. They made aggressive moves.
But to me,
Cleveland.
But some of these moves are silly aggressive. They're moves just to say that we did a move.
Yes, but
get Mikal Bridges for $7 million first-round picks. That's not good. That's not good.
Scare money don't make money.
Listen, I would rather the Heat win a championship and the result is Mickey Arison goes bankrupt than Mickey Arison keeps money and we keep not winning a championship.
Precisely. Zagak, I understand we established that there was this false narrative around Haywood Highsmith being going too far, to include into the Kevin Durant deal. But for whatever reason, and I do think that Heat fans do deserve this reputation nationally, is because there's a lot of people that get excited about Haywood Highsmith, right? Even though he's the same age as Bam Adebayo, and we kind of know what he is. But do you agree with Draymond Green when he took the threads and said, y'all, and then parenthetically, internet experts wanted Jimmy to come off the bench behind Dude, and 5 months later, the Heat traded him for a bag of chips.
Shut up.
That's wild.
Shut up.
I don't think we went that far.
Who wanted that?
I don't know.
But it goes back to what we were talking about earlier, where it's like with the Dylan Gabriel thing about. What are you talking about?
This feels like something coming from Jimmy, though, right? He was teammates with Jimmy, but I'm just like,
it's like he
Draymond is not following this drama this closely.
It's like Draymond doesn't add the part with, we wanted him to come off the bench because, he wasn't trying anymore. But that part, no, it's just Haywood Highsmith's better. That's why they thought Haywood Highsmith was a better player, so that's why they were starting over Jimmy. Not because Jimmy was sabotaging the team. Shut up.
What are they waiting to do? Because Norman Powell was the move, which isn't a nothing move.
Right?
That's a good move, but what are we loading up? What's the next move? What are they saving money for?
Did you see the detail with Norman Powell? He negotiated with Haywood Highsmith for his jersey number.
Yeah, that's hard times.
How much you give him?
I don't know what he got him, but he gave him something.
He wants it back, whatever he gave him.
No refunds.
No refunds on that deal.
Yeah, that's no refunds.
We speaking of narratives that were out there. There's a narrative, Mike, that I'm looking at you right now, and I'm not happy with you at all. A narrative that Boardwalk Empire sucks after season 2?
Yeah, I'm watching it, dog.
It's a bad take.
I'm into season 3 now, man.
It's a horrible take.
I did some digging on this because there were some people that felt as strongly as you did. I tried to keep going with it. I didn't. I like the character in question too much. I could not go on. I thought it was a mistake. And then apparently the actor that I'm referring to here, if you didn't watch,
I looked up some of the stuff with him too. Since you told me this last week,
it seems as though the producers of Boardwalk Empire had their reasons to kill off this character, so they didn't have to deal with the actor. And much like Haywood Highsmith, the actor's been around and available to do other stuff, and it doesn't seem like other people were in on this actor.
Yeah, like you're all right. Not. I gotta stop my life to keep you on this show. And by the way, you dipped out. Were you around for Jip Rossetti?
He wasn't, which is a great
that's
season.
What I'm watching right
He
now.
got a gun.
That's
He
what I'm
got a
watching
gun.
now.
Everybody got a gun. Oh man, what
Amazing.
We stop at the diner and it says, he looks at the menu, spaghetti with red sauce. What's that? Oh, Boardwalk Empire, great show.
I don't understand. Like you stopped watching during the season when seemingly every episode Gretchen Mol is naked. Why would you stop watching that?
I didn't dislike
Good point.
for that. I wasn't like, this girl's too naked.
Mr. Thompson.
That wasn't.
What a comeback, by the way, from Gretchen Mol. She goes from she's on Rounders with the most dislikable character you've ever seen on movies.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I love every episode she's in this Boardwalk Empire.
Hated her in Rounders.
Horrible
Look,
character.
I've got some bad takes. I'm capable of them. I don't like The Wire.
What?
I try to give
What are
season
you
1 of The
doing?
Wire a chance. I saw the whole thing, and everyone says, like, you know,
are
it's
you
a
doing?
slow build. I didn't like that type of technology was antiquated back when it was made. Like,
That was the point. That was how they got around like wiretaps.
I couldn't do it.
The whole point is that they were
it was
using
too slow.
an outdated
I
technology.
was so hyped. I just couldn't. At a certain point, I'm like, I'm just going to live my life understanding that I gave this a shot, and it's not for me. Not unlike Bob Dylan, not unlike Bruce Springsteen. I tried it. It's just not for me, but I understand why people like it. Just not for me. I'm not making you feel bad if you like it. I really am
Objectively
not.
great television, man.
And Boardwalk Empire is the same way. I just like this one character too much.
My name was on the street. My name's my name.
What my corners?
On the other side of the coin, like, history has decided that True Detective season 2 is bad, and I like True Detective.
I like True Detective season 2.
I
I'm okay
like
with it.
season 2.
I like it too.
I think season 2 struggles from the same thing Godfather 3 struggles from. I went back and after I was on a couple weeks ago, I watched Godfather 3 again. It's a good movie.
Nah, that movie sucks.
It's
Come on.
no. It's a good movie. Its biggest sin is it's not The Godfather 1 or 2.
You think if you watch that as a standalone movie, like it's a good movie?
Yes. I watched it as a standalone movie. I was like, this is a good movie.
What's her name? Sofia Coppola. Terrible actress.
I like her.
It was bad. You know what I'm doing a rewatch of?
What's that?
The director's cut of Miami Vice.
With Jamie Foxx?
Yeah, Jamie Foxx and Colin Farrell. The lore, there's that word again, behind this movie was in the original adaptation of not the original adaptation, the Michael Mann version, Jamie Foxx is not, Ricardo Tubbs is not in it as much as you would think. And it's because there was an article written on this. Jamie Foxx legit left the production for a little bit because of how crazy Michael Mann's style was. It was a very dangerous. They had a very scary situation on one of the locations because Michael Mann's very authentic wants to get in there. Director's cut, I'm enjoying. Has one of the worst sex scenes I've ever seen, but it was like realistic, not Hollywood.
I mean, the specialists.
Do they still go to Cuba for some mojitos?
Yeah, I know where we can get a good mojito. Yeah, dude, Colin's fighting for his life with whatever accent that is. I'm at the scene now where they're trying to prove that they're not cops to the drug dealer that's looking for a drug runner. But they're pointing the finger back. How do we know you're not a cop? Are you wearing a wire? They pull guns on him, and then Crockett just takes out a hand grenade in his hand. Like, wow, what a move. Mutually assured destruction. He just casually leaves his home with a hand grenade at all times. Why didn't that come up in the frisk?
Speaking of Miami Vice, I learned yesterday that Golden Girls was a joke about Miami Vice. That at the upfronts, NBC was coming out and they had two comedians dressed as old ladies talking about, I thought the show was called Miami Nice. Wouldn't that be nicer? Whatever. And in the crowd was Brandon Tartikoff, who's the head of NBC, and he was like, yo, that actually would be a really good idea. Why don't we have a Miami Nice show with old ladies as opposed to like drug dealers and stuff? And that's how Golden Girls started.
You mentioned that, and I saw that one of John Stamos' requests to play Riot Fest is to have a nude portrait of B. Arthur, which is a callback, I think, to Airheads when they got one of the lists of demands.
Station, yeah.
John Stamos put out his full list of demands for him to play Riot Fest, and some of the requests are wild.
That's just to see if they're reading it.
Yeah, he's going to show up, but he's requested for a full body pillow of John Stamos, which make that available for public consumption, depending on the whole tariff situation. Buku bucks.
A body pillow, like the pregnancy pillows?
A full body pillow of John Stamos.
Is it?
Also, the founder of Riot Fest has to get a John Stamos tattoo.
That's one of the writers.
Yeah, John Stamos reserves a right to call it Riot Fart whenever he wants.
This isn't real. Okay, dude, this is
real.
No,
this is on
real
the
or fake
channels.
demands.
Yeah, let's play that game. Real or fake demands. No, where is this? Where'd you see this?
I think this is Riot Fest Chicago. Riot Fest themselves, I think, put this out with John Stamos on a collab. I'm gonna find it. I'm like a dog with a bone on this one.
All right. We were having a big debate out. Well, not a debate actually. We had a witch hunt out in the common area over here because it became apparent that Gino Fuentes has unacceptable socks.
How so?
Well,
they need to choose a side is what they need to do.
This is where socks have gotten to, Roy.
Mm-hmm.
You can wear like the no-show or the ankle ones that are just below the arc of your shoe. So kind of like the socks that Chris has on.
Which
right
I think is what was popular when we were we grew up with like the tight socks like, around the ankle where you don't really see them. You can kind of see them.
They're no-show ankle socks is what they are.
Right. I mean, there's one that's even lower than that looks weird.
I hate those.
I hate those too. But like that was the acceptable one like 10 years ago, whatever. They're acceptable now. They're not the norm.
But they're not in. Trust me. I know from all the Tonys, the Taylors of the world.
You're fine.
Kids these days.
You're fine. You're fine.
Okay,
right?
thank you.
Crew socks, fine as well.
Well, it depends on the pants that you're wearing, right? Like I'm wearing jeans, so my socks are longer as opposed to.
Are there any rules
shorts.
when you're wearing jeans?
No. I think you can't wear low socks when you're wearing jeans for sure. But like you can wear the crew socks like you're wearing, Roy, even with shorts on, right? What you cannot do is this halfway crook shit that Gino Fuentes
We got to see it. Let's go video. We need a shot of it.
We need a shot of Gino. Well, Jason has them on too. They're both sock violators. Look at this. Show us some socks.
Let me see.
They've got. You see how that is? It's not an ankle sock. It's not a crew sock.
It's not even a quarter.
It's not a. I don't know what it is. What
1/8? It's 1/8.
What is that?
I don't like it.
I don't like it either. And I found out like it wasn't just Gino. Like I said, Jason, you can switch that camera.
Video
over.
room problem.
It's a video room problem.
Probably Lewis. Probably the same thing.
Look at
wearing
Jason.
high tops. This wouldn't be a situation.
Jason, we don't want to see your shoe, buddy.
Jason, you go, buddy. There you go. Now you can figure it out.
There you go. Yeah, Work hard.
Yeah.
Work smart, not hard.
Yeah.
So like
Both unbranded, small, not long, but not short.
And Lewis has the same thing. We don't have to look.
yeah, but also I'm gonna put Jason double trouble here. The color also.
Yeah, the white.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's like a gray. It's not even white.
Gray,
It's a gray.
man.
Yeah,
Are they
it's
old,
off-white,
or is
yeah.
that the color?
That's
Faded.
That's
gray.
the color, man.
Those are jean socks.
Those
are
are
jean socks.
Those are not socks.
Do it in the wash with dark pants or something.
I have the full list of demands from John Stamos. I have confirmed this has been a collab from Riot Fest and John Stamos on official media channels.
Mm-hmm.
Riot Mike, the founder of Riot Fest, must get a John Stamos tattoo. A John Stamos lookalike contest must be hosted by Riot Fest. A local Chicago pizza restaurant must create a Greek-style pizza named and in honor of John Stamos. John Stamos' green room must be stocked with these following items: a body pillow of John Stamos, a nude painting of B. Arthur, unlimited hummus served in a Gibson guitar case. The Riot Fest Twitter person must give John Stamos a foot rub. A special John Stamos Riot Fest t-shirt must be designed and approved by John Stamos. No one is allowed to make eye contact with John Stamos' hair. Whenever John Stamos says Riot Fest, he is allowed to say Riot Fart. Nice. John Stamos masks must be printed out for the crowd to wear. Over the next few weeks in the lead up to the festival, we at Riot Fest will make every effort to complete this list of demands from Mr. John Stamos so he can be in attendance.
I hate when people try to be cute, man.
You didn't like Riot Fart?
Stop being cute.
He's going to be there.
Just, yeah, you're going to be there. Oh, you're going to be funny, guys, if we put this out. Oh. Dorks.
I think this all comes, the Beach Boys are playing, and he's the occasional drum player for the Beach Boys. Yeah, real life. You haven't known that about him?
No.
He'll play, didn't they do like a Marlins Super Saturday concert where John Stamos was a drummer for the Beach Boys?
I think he might have just showed up, and he performed with the Beach Boys. He like moonlights as a Beach Boy member.
So I think the Beach Boys played a Riot Fest quite a few number of years ago, and John Stamos wasn't drumming. And since then, the people that follow and patronize Riot Fest, they've been demanding to see the Beach Boys with John Stamos.
Time out. So these listed demands are for him to show up to be with the Beach Boys?
That's right.
I'm sorry, you don't get to make those demands.
He's making it all about himself.
You're not. This is the Beach Boys, man.
No, he's been with the. Are you confused?
I know. I'm not confused.
They're welcome. They've welcomed him many a time.
Sure, but you don't get to. This is some star behavior shit, man.
Isn't this the crowd, fans that are clamoring for this? This isn't Stamos demanding I'm going to be with them. This is
This is Stamos making illicit demands.
Illicit demands.
He's wanted.
Wait, hold on. Is like Kevin Love's uncle? Is he making those demands? No, he's not.
Yeah. Well, other guy's gone.
How many Beach Boys are there still?
Great question.
I don't know if Kevin Love's uncle is alive.
They just lost one like a couple weeks ago.
Was it Kevin Love's uncle?
They're just keeping the money going at this point. Yeah. Sell some merch. Have Stamos there. Now Stamos is probably like the guy.
He's the lead. He's the attraction?
There was that other guy. The guy that wore, those Peaky Blinders hats.
Peaky Blinders hats.
I believe there's 2 left.
Yeah, right now their Wikipedia says there's 2 members, Mike Love and Bruce Johnston.
There you go. That's Kevin Love's uncle.
Al Jardine's gone? Okay.
So Brian Wilson was the latest.
Brian Wilson was the one that passed away.
It's a big deal. So now you're getting to the point where the Beach Boys kind of need John Stamos to
keep
this thing going.
Is this turning like into the Temptations where it's just a bunch of dudes that just show up and none of them were actually in the Temptations?
Oh, the OJs?
Yeah, the OJs, yeah. Like you just have a bunch of people like, yeah, we're the OJs. Like, no, you're not. You're just some dude.
But this partnership among the Beach Boys and Stamos is 30 years old.
I get it.
Remember, they partnered up on Forever.
Sure. Does he get to dictate this way? Look, let me put it this way.
Stamos is making the demands.
If Mike Love ain't getting that, you don't get it. How about that? If Mike Love don't get it, you don't get it. You gotta check with Mike Love. Hey, Mike, we getting the hummus? Mike, like, nah, I'm good on hummus. Guess what? No hummus for Stamos. Stamos.
Hummus.
Right? That's the way it should work. Yeah, it's an honor for them to allow you to be part of this. You can't walk. Like, what's my name? From Foo Fighters.
Dave Grohl?
Dave Grohl. You can't just waltz in. Doesn't he play for Bruce Springsteen? I'm getting confused.
It's Max Weinberg.
That's the guy from The Sopranos.
Oh, yeah, the guy from The Sopranos. You don't get to just walk in and demand.
Stevie Van Zandt.
Stevie Van Zandt, there you go.
That's the guy from The Sopranos.
Sid Rosenberg show.
First for me.
The guy from the Sid Rosenberg show.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't get to do that. This isn't your thing. I don't care how famous you are. You are joining something that is already famous. It's already doing its famous thing. And we're happy to have you here. It'll be cool. This is probably your life dream. Oh, hold on, think about White guy.
John Mayer.
Playing
for the
Grateful Dead. That's a Grateful Dead, bro. That ain't John Mayer. You want to do that? You do a John Mayer show. You do a John Mayer concert. And then you can ask for that stuff. You want Stamos? You want to do that? You do a John Stamos concert.
John Mayer has more. He's like lead singing for them, right?
Absolutely.
So that's more leverage.
More leverage. But guess what? Respects it. He respects the playground. And so look, this isn't about me, guys. It's not about me. John Stamos, shame on you. Shame on you. And I know you're doing it just to be cute. Like, oh, look, I want a little body pillow.
It's working. Riot Fart is funny. And I liked Airheads. It's a good callback.
Great film.
The Lone Rangers. How are you the Lone Rangers? There's 3 of you.
Yeah.
Who's B. Arthur?
B. Arthur.
Oh, wow.
Old lady from Golden Girls.
You know who she is.
Bard. Yeah.
Let me look it up.
You have a computer.
Yeah, but I'm.
It's conversation. It's not conversation if he doesn't.
I don't want to look something up, and it shouldn't be the right thing
You're
to look
trying
up
to
on the
figure out
computer.
how we got here. And B. Arthur.
BEA is how you spell B. B.
Beatrice.
There it is.
Short for Beatrice.
Yeah. You know her from Golden Girls. She's the main one. Dorothy from Golden Girls.
The main one. Is that the tall one?
The tall one,
Or
yes.
the one? I was thinking the glasses, the little Zane.
No,
I've never
No,
seen the
no,
show, so
that-
I didn't
that's
have
the
a
mom.
reference point of who this was.
That's still getting.
I've been rewatching Golden Girls
Sophia.
recently.
Yeah?
Surprisingly holds up. Man.
Really?
Yeah.
That's hard to believe.
Surprisingly holds up.
So what's the elevator pitch here? What, like 2 old ladies? That,
Four old ladies.
Four old ladies. Okay.
Living in living together in Miami. They're retired, and
That's it.
And hijinks occur?
hijinks occur.
There she is,
Yeah.
Tony.
Shenanigans.
Yeah, one of them dates a lot. Blanche.
Well, not just dates.
Blanche is the Kim Cattrall of what's Kim Cattrall's Samantha in Sex and the City.
Wait, everyone knows what you mean. Yep.
Yeah. Blanche is the
So this is like
Samantha.
old lady Sex in the City?
Yes.
Okay.
Old lady Sex in the City, but the city is Miami.
And they were the first to do it.
But it's
And
like
they
a
were the first.
swamp, really. Like when they show their house, it's not
Yeah.
like, wow, this is South Beach.
So it's
No.
like pre
like
80s
Miami
Miami.
Springs.
They're like Boca, right? Or where are they?
No, it's
they,
Miami.
They say Miami proper. They just say
Yeah.
Miami proper.
It's like
yeah.
Miami Shores or something.
Yeah. But yeah, you don't see no ocean.
So it's before Hispanics and before everything else.
Well,
I think it's
before
it's
I think
contemporary.
Hispanics were around.
Yeah, they were around.
I think
back then,
it's
Are any
basic-
of the ladies Hispanic?
no.
Okay, that's
No.
my question.
Two of them were Italian.
Yes. So B. Arthur's character
doesn't count.
Dorothy and her mom Sophia, they're Italian. Rose, which is played by Betty White, she was from Minnesota. Blanche was from Texas or Tennessee.
Louisiana?
She's from somewhere in the South.
Trivia night.
Yeah,
Somewhere in the South. Louisiana, I think you're right. Blanche Devereaux, yeah.
Yes.
Because her last name Devereaux. She's
Yeah.
Creole, yeah.
So no
I
Cubans
actually
on the
watched
show.
the show. That's why.
No Cubans. Did they have any Cubans? Maybe one of some of the men that came around.
Very progressive show.
Yeah, it was.
That was me watching Miami Vice remake. Still no Cubans?
Wait, there were no Cubans in Miami
Not in the
Vice?
crew. Like Justin Theroux's in the crew.
Damn.
Everyone in. See, this is systemic.
I'm trying to
Erasure.
tell you, 3 Americas.
Erasure. You
They
guys,
put a Chinese lady in it. The only time they actually go to Cuba for a mojito, but
There's no Cubans
and then what? This is the
Wait.
only time I get to
Wait,
see
hold on.
Cubans.
they go to Cuba and there are no Cubans there?
No, that's the only time you get to see Cubans. You'd think that with all the time that passed since the 80s, they'd be like, Michael, there are a lot of Cubans here. The most Cuban we get is that his name is Ricardo. Crazy. The surname doesn't match it, but his name is Ricardo.
Well, there's a guy called El
It's mixed.
Tiburon.
Yeah,
that
but I-
guy's got to be Cuban.
I think he's Colombian.
Really?
El Tigron.
Yeah.
No. The
Worst sex scene, but very realistic.
Again,
It's
the
just-
specialist. Mike.
It's just Jamie Foxx just digging his chin into his shoulder blade, and that's the camera doesn't move. I'm like, this is the most realistic one.
I saw Jamie Foxx is going to be playing Tyson. I don't even know if this is real or not.
They've been trying to get that thing done forever.
Yeah.
It's been 25 years.
Or maybe just the right age.
I watched Spider-Man No Way Home last night.
Oh yeah, I love that Spider-Man. A
It
lot
was
of people
great.
didn't like it.
People popped in the movie theater when all the Spider-Men from all the universes
Yeah,
came
and
back.
all the villains from all the universes.
Yeah, and they kept making the joke that Electro was made by falling into a vat of electric eels.
Yeah.
But do you think Jamie Foxx negotiated for me to return to this franchise? We got to make me handsome.
Oh yeah, no, because he was
Everybody else looks the same as they did, but
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx is like, oh, the electricity here is stronger, so I look better. He's back to like painting on his hair. He doesn't have the comb over. He's not blue.
No, yeah, like they fixed him up. He didn't look like he did in Amazing. Was it Amazing Spider-Man?
It was
2?
very lazy exposition. He's like, oh, I like the power here. It's a little bit better. He has a glow up. He just didn't want to look ugly.
He has a literal glow up because he's glowing. See how that works?
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk about a weird sex scene? You guys see Michael Beasley and Lance Stephenson, Big Three?
I don't watch the Big Three.
That was.
I just saw the clip of them celebrating, and it was intense.
It was passionate. It was passionate. I think we can throw it up on the screen right here.
It's just going to be B-roll, though, because
Yeah.
there's a lot of curse words.
That's all right. But it's like,
Look at these.
his face is pressed against his face. He's hyping him up.
And then they get face-to-face here.
Wait, he's hyping him up, and Beasley's kind of holding it in. Now it's forehead to forehead, and now he's roaring, and he's like, yeah! And they're all excited. And they're forehead to forehead again, and they're rubbing foreheads, which is a weird feeling. And then they walk around, and...
Was this after a game winner or something? Or
I don't know.
Is this to reach?
There's a foul.
Is this to reach the championship, or is this winning the championship? I'm going to look this up. It's important details.
It's not important
The
details.
detail is at the end of the day, even if it is to reach the championship, it's the Big Three championship.
Yeah.
we like the Big Three.
Yeah, it's too much.
I'm not gonna knock
We
on
like
it.
hoops.
I'm just saying...
Okay.
it could be...
You guys afraid of pissing off Ice Cube?
Oh, no.
No,
Sorry.
I was an
We're not going to be
honorary
in War of the
Worlds.
Worlds 7, whatever it's called.
No.
Have you guys seen War of the Worlds?
No.
Billy. this
I
is
also
right-
haven't seen the Big Three.
Billy is right up
I
your
actually
alley.
sat courtside at a Big Three game one
you?
time. Yeah, it was awesome.
See, and this
They came over, they were promoting. They're like, anyone want to go to the game? I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll go to the game.
So now you trash them a couple years later? I don't
No,
like
I'm
that.
just saying. I mean, it was fine. We left early. We weren't going to be there all day. It's like 8 basketball games in a row.
Yeah, but they're quick.
And it's half court. Honestly, thank you for bringing us and having us out and sitting on the court and all of that stuff. But like, it was third row, so it sucks because you can't see anything when like third row on the floor. You can't see anything because the first 2 rows ahead of you. I'd rather sit like fourth row, kind of in the 100 levels. Yes.
You said you sat courtside.
Yeah, courtside or on court. What do you mean?
Courtside and third row and courtside are not the same thing, my friend.
What's courtside?
Courtside.
You got to be touching wood.
I was on wood. There's 3 rows of wood.
You got it. Courtside means when I quote.
I could trip a referee.
Exactly. I quote Sean Carter. I'd be spiked out. I could trip a referee. That means if your legs are too far out, like Larry David, you might trip one of the combatants.
Their floor is weird. At least it was then. There's a lot of wood real estate.
It's very
for
red
their
too.
floor.
It's very red court.
This is like first or second year of Big 3. Like it was new at the time.
This is pre-pandemic.
Are the courts smaller in Big 3?
Yeah, it's half court.
Oh, so that's why there's so much wood.
Yeah. That's why there's also so many rows of seats on the wood.
This was just to get to the championship game. That reaction.
Was it a game winner? Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's cool. You can do that on the playground.
The
and it'd be worth
championship
it.
is this Sunday coming up.
If you hit a game winner, you can have that kind of behavior. It doesn't matter what the stakes are.
I think that's a little much.
No, LA Fitness Gym, you can do that.
I've never been forehead to forehead with anyone like
You've
that.
never been this close as Michael Beasley and Lance Stephenson.
But they were NBA players that like played in actual conference championship games.
I don't understand. The book on Michael Beasley was that he didn't care enough, and then he displays it, and we chastise him for it.
You don't understand why not thinking that the Big 3 championship game is equivalent to like NBA playoffs.
No, I get it. I don't watch, but I get why he's happy.
What are we doing? Why are we being dismissed?
I realized why Billy was sitting on the wood is because on the half court he was sitting on the other half of the
There
court.
you go.
I mean,
I was actually like in a corner. So like it was there's the court here. No one cares about this. There's a court here, and then there's the one side, the other side, and then the back side. And then I was like in the corner on one of the sides. It was hard to see.
I only got so much love for ball. I'll watch NBA playoffs and women's college basketball, and occasionally men's college basketball, unless my coach quits in the middle of the year and the team follows suit. Then I give up.
Well, they got in trouble, or someone got in trouble that worked for them because it was like their social media person that runs their Twitter account. And she was tweeting about Caitlin Clark in the WNBA during the Big 3 game, and they ended up firing her because they're like, we view them as competition. You need to not be tweeting about our competition during our broadcast.
Rachel Demita. It was Rachel Demita, yeah.
It seems this was a game winner, but only because every game is up to 50.
Yeah.
So
like it's not. Yeah.
they're all game winners.
Yeah, but you're with me though. If you hit a game winner, it doesn't matter what level. It feels good.
Yeah, like
1 by 3. So
I think my thing is this:
you can celebrate whatever level of basketball.
Celebrate. Oh yeah, like the intimate gazing into my eyes, forehead to forehead.
Not how I would get down on the basketball court, but I'm certainly celebrating a game winner. Or I'll do that thing where I don't even celebrate. Because it was supposed to happen.
It's supposed to happen.
But I'll make a big show about how I'm not celebrating.
You do. That's the Damian Lillard.
Like that guy. Or I'll just
hands
run
on
off
hips.
the court like,
That's the Damian Lillard when he hit the shot against Oklahoma City.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
No, well, but like everyone mobbed him, and then he looks into the camera and it's just
how ice cold is this guy?
Yeah.
He doesn't.
They were
even
up
care.
by 1, 48-47, and he hit like a little floater layup to win it, 50-47.
Usually it's like
who
a
they
J.
beat.
They beat the Dallas Power.
Who's in the
That's another thing, though.
Like, here's the play right here. I know
first-
the audience can't see it.
First couple, they can't see your computer. The first couple seasons, you had like the 3-headed monsters and the aliens and the killer threes, and now it's cities, but they don't actually represent the city. It's just like a traveling show.
They're a traveling road show.
Yeah. So what difference does it make if you assign a city name to people that like Lance Stephenson has zero connection to Miami?
Ooh, no, he's got plenty of
He
connection
lives
to
here.
Miami.
He
lives here.
No one thinks of Lance Stephenson as someone from Miami.
Excuse me, Billy.
He's
Everybody
a
hates
villain.
from Miami.
Yeah,
Gatekeeping over here.
He's
But he
representing
lives-
Miami,
do they
and
have
he
it-
was viewed in his NBA career as a villain to Miami.
Dallas Power have Greg Monroe, Paul Millsap, Glenn Rice Jr., and John Millsap.
Old team.
John Millsap.
I think that
Nancy Lieberman is their coach.
based off of that, is there an Indiana team in the Big 3? If there, we don't know.
League standings.
There's the Boston Ballhogs, Chicago Triplets, Dallas Power, Detroit Amps, DMV Trilogy, Houston Rig Hands, LA Right, and Miami 305.
Well, if he's associated, I think he did
Somebody
play in
6.
LA for a little bit, but
He did.
out of all
Swaggy
those,
P's their coach.
out of all those cities, he's mostly associated with Miami because of his rivalry with the Heat,
And he lives here.
and he lives here.
Sorry, Billy.
Everybody lives here. That's in the big three.
Billy's doing papers checks and stuff. Well, you ain't really Miami. We welcome in Juju Gotti. Juju, welcome. Hope you had a great weekend. Let's start a little bit with some navel gazing. How did the people like us reliving Tony's worst night of his life?
I think the people loved it. You feel me? The people love everything y'all do. You got to know that. But at the same time, I had a comment for my brother Tony. Before that fight, there was no earthly reason, imagination, I don't care what the odds were, for you to go DDP. I made so much money on people not thinking that my boy was finna do what he did to DDP. That was the most logical thing I had ever imagined happening, and it just played out.
Yeah.
What happened there, Tom?
What happened was I was getting champ with plus juice, and it was the worst night of my life. Yes, I agree. It was champion plus juice. I was doing transitive properties on Robert Whittaker, even though they had both won. I liked getting the edge on a champion, right? Like they say when you win the belt, you get a little 20% better. He had defended the belt a couple times. He beat Strickland, he beat Izzy. And it was like, can Hamzat remember, Drew, we saw Hamzat struggle with Kamaru Usman off the couch 3 weeks before the fight. And they said if that would have gone 5, he would have beaten him. So it's like, I'm looking at that. I'm looking, okay, he took care of Robert Whittaker, but DDP's a champ. He's fought in killers. He's got 6 or 7 fights on his record that are against legitimate, potential champions in the middleweight division. I'm like, I'm going to take the champ plus juice. And then he wore him like a backpack for 25 minutes. Like, there was nothing I could do. So I was hoping, but the problem is hope is a bad strategy.
Yeah, the lasting memory in my head with Hamzat was how he did Kevin Holland.
Yeah,
I was like, well, if he did right, and that's just forever in my mind. But yeah, but the crowd loved it. The crowd was like they never seen my boy Tony crash out, and it was one of the most hilarious crash outs ever. Especially when he was like, "I like this song, by the way."
my favorite part was still stop celebrating, stop trying to hype the crowd up.
There's no reason. You're getting your ass beat, and you're trying to hype the crowd. Like
just defend the takedown.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
But then when Lewis was like, "Did you eat your food?" And he was like, "Yeah, I ate."
Yes, I already ate my food.
He's so annoyed by the question.
Yes, I already ate my food.
Also, congratulations to Sue Bird. You feel me? She got the statue outside. You dig?
And
first WNBA player.
And it looks like her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that counts for something. It's like, oh, a statue that actually looks like the person it's supposed to be. And it's a cool action shot of her kind of going up with the layup. Does the Dawn Staley statue? Oh, no. Asia Wilson has a statue, right? At South Carolina?
Yeah.
But
yeah, same vibe.
But it doesn't count because it's college, right? You're saying that a WNBA statue in front of a WNBA. Wait, there's not the Staples doesn't have any in front of him? No Lisa Leslie there?
Nah, get on it.
Wow.
Riley's getting one in front of Staples.
Riley's getting one. Yeah, he is. There goes Sue Bird.
With the Harachis and everything, man. Salute to Sue. Also, this weekend, I had to go see Weapons. I saw what the kids were running outside of the house for.
It's cameraman,
and
right?
It was, bruh, that movie. It was a good movie, bruh.
Yeah.
I'm a 8 out of 10 that movie because there was no time during that movie where I was just like, oh, I want to know what the bets are for the night, or let me check my text message. I was locked in the entire time. So go see Weapons.
That's how I felt about Naked Gun. I enjoyed it. It's a good movie, man. It's a fun movie. If you like Naked Gun, it's a good Naked Gun movie. Juju.
Yeah, but also too though, before that, I kind of don't trust your movie acumen like I used to.
Why?
Because during the show today, you said one of the most blasphemous things on the throwaway.
I'll stand on this forever. I will take all attacks, foreign and domestic. Dark Knight Rises, better movie.
How?
Intro scene.
Because the stadium.
I love Bane.
They need to find one of us in the wreckage, brother. Come on, man.
That's a great line.
Oh, come on, man.
Bro, do you not remember when Bane tried to punch Batman? He had been moved out of the way, but he still decided to punch through the column.
Man, that's how badass he is. Not like the Joker, like, oh, I'm gonna use mental things. Like, no, I'm gonna beat the shit out this column. That's how I do. I'm
He didn't
Bane.
use mental things. He was beyond cooked mentally. He's a dog chasing cars. There was no method to his madness. He was just mad.
If that dude was alive now, y'all would think about that movie different. That's all I'm saying.
Come on.
I'm just saying. Juju, we were talking earlier about posters. And Mike had a list of the best posters of all time. He also gave us the posters that he had in his childhood. Zaslow had some childhood posters. What do you have for us in the way of posters?
Yeah, I consider myself a poster connoisseur. I was the guy when you walk into his dorm room, I had posters on the walls and on the ceilings covering every space.
Yeah, that's a pro there, folks.
Yeah, girls walked in there and was like, I am putting out. This is crazy. But yeah, so it made me think of a top 10 posters list that I had, you feel me, from my era.
All right.
OLI, just because we talked about it, Scarface.
Everybody had that poster, man.
Right, the black and white. It was just too iconic. Also, OLI, Pulp Fiction.
Uma Thurman on the bed. Smoking.
Yep, smoking it. Also, OLI. This kind of go the same. Boys in the Hood and Menace to Society.
Yeah. Boys in the Hood with that font that like it looked like chalk or whatever.
Right. Right. And the last OLI was the Bulls tidal wave poster with Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and Dennis Rodman all on the same poster. Yeah. Amazing. Number 10. Tupac in the New Jersey Devil jersey, spitting at the camera.
You had the poster of that?
Yeah, I had the poster.
I thought you were going to go the All Eyes on Me cover where he's leaning over and he's doing up the W. Either that or the one in the bathtub.
Hell yeah. Number 9, Kevin Garnett peeking behind Darius Miles.
Yeah. That was ESPN the magazine cover, right?
Yeah. He was like, this guy's going to be good.
Yeah.
Big ticket.
Yep. Number 8, the Dead President's poster. You gotta have it.
Art. That's art. That's
right.
Art.
I got it tattooed on my neck. It's so amazing.
For real.
Number 7, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas poster.
Oh yeah.
Can't believe we forgot that one, Mike.
Yeah, it's up there.
Right.
Yeah, that tells people who you are.
Yeah.
Number 6, this is my era, my generation. The Cash Money Baller Blocking movie poster. Amazing.
Pen and pixel.
Right. Salute the curly head. I see you. Number 5, DMX, Flesh of My Flesh.
How could
Blood
I
of My Blood.
That one was everywhere in the dorms.
Right.
Him drenched in blood. Yep.
Yeah.
Pick
just
that up at
white
Specs.
Yep. Number 4, Jimi Hendrix playing the guitar.
Yeah. That definitely was.
Right.
Yep.
Black light or no black light still hits. Number 3, Allen Iverson with his hair afro picked out.
Yes.
And the filler jersey, the blue jersey.
And with the red, white, and blue ball, right? Like it wasn't.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that.
Dr. J Ball.
Yep.
Number 2, salute to this lady. I don't know who you are. What's your name? But it was a lady with a Jamaica shirt getting out of the pool. Shirt just said Jamaica, and I said, yeah, man.
Take this one for a walk.
Me crazy.
And at the number 1.
Number 1, a collage of the Jet Beauties of the week.
Oh. You had that?
Yes,
on
sir.
On the ceiling
I did.
or on the wall?
It was on the wall, made into it was like maybe
ceiling?
12 of them.
How'd you get them to stick to the ceiling? Oh, wait.
That popcorn ceiling.
Hello, Jamaica.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah,
no Big 3 slander also.
Yeah.
Big 3 doing their thing, man. I salute the Lance and my dog Michael Beasley. MVP Beasley, by the way.
Yeah.
Come on, they doing their best, man. I love them.
Juju also put this on the poll for tomorrow, I guess. Can you be courtside if you're in the 3rd row?
Yeah, that was an interesting development on courtside. Salute to Billy, though. I love you, bro.
That's the closest I'm ever going to get to courtside.
No. FIU, man. You should
FIU, you can absolutely get courtside.
man. Come on. Panthers.
Right.
Maybe.
We actually had 2 polls today out of nowhere. Can you have double gas? The audience says 74% of the audience says yes, you can.
They're thinking about
double
farting.
gas.
Yeah, they're thinking about farting.
Yeah, like they're thinking about riot fart.
Yeah. Also, are bubbles bubbles? 89% of the audience said yes, they are. And
Interesting.
those are your polls.
There was a head no head question.
Yeah, there was a big
put
head,
that on for
no
tomorrow.
big. Yeah,
Do you
I
prefer big
chose-
head or no?
chose not to. Okay.
I was discretionary with that one.
Thank you, Juju.
What's your vote?
Thank y'all.